Congratulations, you are the winner.
Hello, 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 hello. I really feel like I've forgotten something. I don't know why. I really feel like I've forgotten something. Hello, how are we? Well done. A man. A man. How are we? Are we all good? Did we have good Sunday? Have we had good weekend? Kubu, well done on grabbing first. Welcome in Rain. Welcome in Lily. Welcome in Kaz. Hope it has all been good. We had rain today. Boo, the whole day has been a bit rainy. You got new tattoos. Ooh. What did you get tattooed? And where, if I'm allowed to ask? Don't tell me if it's too personal. Um, so, in the first rigged, oh my God. Rain chooses violence straight away, straight in, and oof, the boot straight into Kubu. Hopefully you've had a good weekend. Yeah, as I say, we were supposed to get 24 degrees today, which we never got to. It was about 19, 20 tops. But it actually ended up being quite wet, which is a bit rubbish. I needed to get towels out today. I needed to get my washing done. I know you usually put music that has something to do with the game. This is so funny to me. Sometimes I tend to just kind of, it's whatever the vibe is, really. Sometimes I'll tie it in with the game. But most of the time it's just what I've either been listening to, or just something that I've been kind of, yeah, it's mostly what I've been listening to. If I've been watching a lot of anime during the day, I'll probably end up playing my anime playlist. If I've been listening to a lot of Mastodon, for example, I'll put on my Mastodon thing. So, two designs my daughter did: a cat with yarn and a warrior cat near my calf. Ooh, interesting. Very good. And are you pleased with the way they turned out? Hopefully you are. I'd always, I would always have the fear that, have you been to that artist before? Is that an artist you've used in the past? People who are we surprised I would choose violence? Well, probably not, Rain. To be honest. um, yeah, I think if I was ever to get a tattoo and I really liked it, I'd probably never. So was the artist. He's my. Okay. I would probably just stick with that artist forever. It's like a haircut. Once you find a hairdresser that's good, you never change them, and you're always terrified they're going to leave the salon or leave the city or go and do something else completely. And you're like, oh, but you can't because you cut my hair, and I know you're not going to make a mess of it. I would be really worried that so you chose a new artist and they didn't kind of live up to either the rest of the ink that you put down. He wants to employ her. Fantastic. Well, there you go. She could have a side hustle being an illustrator for a tattoo artist. Um, Kubu has just unsheathed the knife there, getting ready for rain coming towards her. Let's have no violence in the channel, please. Yeah, so it's been a kind of chill weekend, really. I was going to play some games last night. I'd looked out some more demos because I've got no demos ready to go into the Death Does Demos channel at the moment. I kind of went mad last week and put 4 there, which have not really. It's kind of weird. When I put out the first few demos, it seemed to sort of resonate straight away and people started watching them. The last few that I've put up just have not picked up any traction whatsoever. It's okay. It's just a play fight. That's fine. It's my own fault really because I don't do any sort of promotion for it. I just sort of let them go out into the wild, and if people find them, they find them. I would say if you get any interest at all in indie games in pixel art, the one that I put up on Friday, The Road of Dusk and Sorrow, is an absolute banger. So I'm not just saying that because nobody's actually watched it yet, but I can't wait for this game to come out. I think it's going to be really, really good. And I don't think enough people are talking about it. So go and have a look at it anyway. I think the art style is particularly cool. And you don't get many survival horrors that are pixel art. So yeah, very good. So I had a look through yesterday afternoon. I had looked through probably about 200 demos and was like, nah, 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 nah. And then got to a point where I thought, actually, maybe I'm just not in the mood for this. I'd picked 3 or 4 or 5 of them. I'd booted a couple of them up, and both of them I was like, nah, I just can't get my head into this at the moment. So I kind of left them. And that led me into recording a couple of one short story. So for Death Does Sleep, which is the new channel there. Let me do this. So if you do have any trouble sleeping, this is something that's been requested by chat a number of times. Because we used to have in yon olden days, we used to have a redeem where we could go to the library, and we'd have 10 minutes of me chatting, or you will be watching later. 10 minutes of me reading through a book in the library, which was quite good fun, but it's taking up too much of the stream. It's like everything. There's only so much you can fit into the stream. And I was finding that I was actually spending less and less and less time playing games and more and more time not playing games, doing other stuff. So I kind of retired it for a while. But this might be the outlet that lets it sort of come back to life in one way. So it's me reading stories, and it's over the backdrop of a crackling fire with rain and low thunder. Not that rain, the watery rain. I am a sucker for sleepy reading videos.
Shit.
Hello,
You
Grim.
before
How
me.
are you? Sign you up. Yes. So, yeah, I'd be interested. Have a listen to them and see what you think. I'd be interested in getting feedback either through the Discord or next time we have a stream or in the comments of the videos themselves, actually. You can be a watery rain. As soon as that came out of my mouth, I was like, oh God, I've absolutely thrown that up to get slam dunked. So anyway, yes, that's there's two now there. And I'm gonna do more. I'll probably get to a list of about 5, I think. I'll put another 2 or 3 up there and see if there's any kind of, external, because I know everybody here wants to hear me say to read the stories. But I don't know whether there's going to be a wider audience. And I have to say, it took slightly longer than I expected it would. More because you kind of read through the story in your head and you think, okay, that's what it is. And then you start to read it out loud. And you always come across a word or two that you stumble on. So you have to re-record that bit, which means you have to go back and edit it. And then you can there can be a passage that you read and you hear it back and you think, that doesn't sound the way it should, or it could be better, which I suppose could be, indicative of anything. But so it actually took me a good bit longer than the story is only about half an hour long, but I think it took me about 2.5 hours to get the whole thing read, edited, listened back, get the background stuff dropped in, get thumbnails sorted, so it actually did take a little bit longer than I anticipated. The second one that I did today was a bit faster because I kind of knew what I was doing by that point, but still you have to listen back to it. I have to say, in terms of trying to put you to sleep and whether or not I was just shattered after doing that last night, because I think I finished editing it round about 11 o'clock last night, and threw it up just so I could sort of take it away and listen to it. And I put my headphones in so I could listen to the quality of it when I was in bed. And I think I got to about the 20-minute mark and fell asleep. So it's obviously doing what it's supposed to do, which was interesting. The fact that I was listening to my voice and I actually sent myself to sleep, which wasn't really the aim of the game, to be honest. But yeah, it was interesting. I don't know whether I was concentrating more on the thunder and the crackling fire or whatever. I've tried to keep that quite low in the mix. So again, anything that if you listen to it and you think, oh, we could do with the crackling fire or the thunder being a little bit higher, or a little bit lower, or any feedback would be appreciated, because I don't want to keep churning out the videos with the same sort of so that it'd be useful for me. So either leave it in Discord, as I say, or drop it as a comment at the end of the video, because that if you do it on the actual video, then it obviously gets a bit of engagement going as well. So we'll see. It would be good if it started to sort of push itself out into the ether and other people started to listen to it as well. So if you enjoy it, then as they say on the YouTube, drop a like on it and share it with other people and see what they think. I'd be very interested because this is entirely new for me. I'd be really interested. Those emotes are amazing. It'd be really useful to get some feedback. So, thank you so much. So as I say, that's stopped me from playing any kind of demos this this weekend. I was going to play a bit more Beast of Reincarnation, but I don't know if I'm going to keep going with that. I think it's interesting. It's an interesting game. I don't know whether anybody else has played or watched any Beast of Reincarnation. This was a game I was really, really, really excited about when I saw it at the showcases. And then I thought, I can't wait. I'm going to play this on stream. I saw some of the reviews come out when it launched, and it was a bit worrying that they held off any kind of reviews until the game actually launched. That normally starts alarm bells ringing. They know that the game maybe isn't where they wanted it to be, but they don't want to spoil any kind of sales, so they just don't. They don't allow the embargo to lift until the game's actually out. And I've played about 2-ish hours of it, and I think it's a weird game. The combat is really fun, but the enemy variety, there's virtually no enemy variety, and the bosses are just bigger versions of the normal enemies. There's obviously different ones, and they also repeat bosses as well, with slightly different changes to them. There's a really unique or interesting way of traversing the world. And the world's vast, but it looks kind of drab. And there's very little reward for poking about in, abandoned corners of the world. There's just kind of nothing there. So it just, it's weird. Part of it, half of it makes you want to keep going, and half of it's just a bit like, I've got another 20 odd hours of this to go. Do I really want to keep going with it? I could be doing other stuff. So yeah, I don't think I'll stream it. I'll probably just, if I do continue with it, I'll just do it off stream. So a bit of a disappointment. However, we've got plenty of games to get through. So I am excited about this tonight, actually. Because obviously we had a really good time with This Bed We Made over the last couple of streams. It was great. I loved that game, even if the ending was slightly abrupt. I'm still not 100% sure whether the ending we got was the good ending or the bad ending, or if even there is a good ending and a bad ending. I need to do a bit of research on the internet. I need to go and watch a couple of YouTube videos about this to see which ending we got and how that sort of played into a good or bad ending. I think it left a lot of things unanswered. In terms of, obviously they put the two, Marcella and Anne, they put them in jail along with Paul, not obviously in the same cell. So they got done for the murder, effectively. But I don't know whether or not they actually did it. That the evidence, there didn't appear to be any evidence that they had actually done it. Or whether they were just stitched up because they were, in inverted commas, deviants. And the city had essentially said, we don't want these people on the streets, so here's a good excuse to put them in jail and make an example of them. So I don't know whether I'm reading too much into that, but I just wanted to know whether it was one or the other, because it just sort of abruptly said they all went to jail and we went off with Beth and opened a bar, which is fine. We got a conclusion, we got a resolution to the story, but it just seemed like all of a sudden everything just went, that's it, we're done. And now this one that we're going to play today actually has Sophie in it. I didn't realize that this was a continuation of Sophie's tale. So we are now on a ship, and it's I think 6 years after this bed we made. So we're now in the 60s, which will be interesting. But I don't know what's happened. I can't wait to find out what's happened between Sophie and Beth, whether they're still together, whether the bar is still a thing. I don't know whether we're going to find out that or not. So it's going to be an interesting night anyway. So we'll get to that pretty soon. I think it's supposed to be round about the 2.5 hour mark. So that'll be good. We should complete this tonight, which means we're now free and clear to do other stuff through the course of the week. So I think we'll go back to Dive or Die, Children of Rain, because I really enjoyed that the other night. I was just really hacked off that my controller stopped working because it really stopped me doing anything more with the game. I was just finding it far too hard to control with the keyboard. And you need to be, obviously, the game puts so much pressure on you. Children, indeed, RAIN. There's an awful lot of RAINs tonight. So we'll go back and do that on Tuesday, I think. And then I'll have a look at Thursday, potentially Friday, and then what we're going to do for the rest of the week. I have a game called Deer and Boy, which is a bit like Inside or Planet of Lana. We would play as a boy who has a deer as a friend, and you kind of work together to go through an environment, doing puzzles and getting through it. That I did the demo for that over on Death Does Demos channel, so a plug for that one. Water Girl and Fire Boy. Well, yeah, it looked cute, but the art style is really cool, and I really enjoyed the demo. So I ended up buying it off of my own money, which is unusual. So I might play that. I don't know how long it is. I think it might take about 2-3 streams. Is a little browser game I thought of. I see, really old. Yeah, I've never heard that one. So we might play that actually. I'll see. See what else comes out. I've got a couple of requests in for other keys as well. So we'll see if that pops out anything. So yeah. Lots to play, not quite sure where we're going to go and what we're going to do, but tonight we absolutely know what we're going to do, and Tuesday night I know. Now, after that, not this coming week, but the week after, I'm going to have, I'm going to take the week off work, so you can expect me to start pushing out a good bit more content, because my partner is away for the first half of that week. Thank you. So I will have free, clear time to just sit down and create content. So I'm looking at maybe doing a bit more short form content, summarizing streams or pointing out really good games that we've played. So yeah, I might do a bit of that, and we might add to the Death Does Sleep playlist as well. So yeah, plenty to come. I don't think I'll stream any more. I don't think I'll probably stream any more often that week, but certainly content-wise, I'll start to push a bit more out. So, all good. Lots happening. Let's go and do the Scamcino, and we can still call that Death Chats for half an hour or whatever, because I do want to get into the game. If the game is 3 hours long, I don't want to just take, or 2.5 hours long. I don't want to be super late because I am at work in the morning. So good stuff. Let us do that and go across to the Scamcino. Did I say Scamcino? I didn't say that at all. Right, let's do this. The Scamcino, indeed. Ta-da! It was the Lando Norris. So, who was that? Jet with 1 point. I wish I don't know whether you can put a thing on that to say it must be at least 500 points or something. You can't just do 1. So there we go. Although it was the one with the It was the one with the gold tin. I didn't know whether there was a difference with the gold can or the bronze can. I don't know whether it's gold or bronze, but it was the metallic one rather than just the normal one. So I thought there might be a difference, a slight difference in flavour, but no, it was just the normal, Lando one. So yeah, it was cool though. Nice fancy can. So how are oh yeah, baby. Well done, Jet. How are you? Have you had a good Sunday? Have you had a good weekend? Are you well rested? Are we all ready to go back into the coming week? Hopefully, we have all had a nice time and are well rested anyway. So let's go and do our Scrandle, which we know and love. Is that stopped that? Uh-huh. Is it? Has it? Has it? Yes, it has. Hello, Pissy. How are you? We can do that. And we can do that. And we can do that before Kubu does anything. Paella. Hello, hello, Paella. Just chilling the day away with the BG3. Yes, yes. Megan arrives just in time for the Scrandles. How are we? Hopefully you're good. Did you enjoy your stream yesterday, Megan? I liked the cosplay. Very good. It was very, very, very good. All right. We are in the category. I think Jet's meant to type, don't start. No, he's going to start ranting again. Don't wind him up, Kubu. I will endeavour to put 1 extra point every day on the gambit. You know what you're doing, Kubu. Okay, now this is not the game, remember? This is not the game. This is just us picking which one we would eat. Sausage. It was really fun, thanks. Great to be back. Indeed. Yes, cosplay was great. On point. I was having a great day until you showed up. You had a sausage earlier. Okay. Is that the first time you've seen the boyfriend since you got back? I hear that often, indeed. I think I'm going to cough. Hang on a sec. Rather sharp intake of air there. Right, okay. So this is the Whirly Winder, which is a Cumberland sausage link in a bagel with cheese. Actually, that looks pretty cool. Better than that thing, because that's got a huge gherkin pickle nonsense thing in it. I'm going that side. Right, okay, we're now going to get into the game proper. Oh, here we go again. Here's our friends from Germany doing the salted herring sandwich, which is just ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. Who on God's earth slaps half a fish into a dry roll and puts some lettuce round about it and says, there you go? That's horrendous. Absolutely horrendous. It has to be the ketchup. Although nobody really wanted either of those. Okay, a caramel waffle espresso martini. Hello. Or doner kebabs, falafel or beef. Price for one. I suppose it'll be the kebab. Although they look very posh kebabs. Okay, the martini sounds good. Yeah, it rains straight into the drink. Drink tends to get nerfed in this game, I have to say. People tend to pick the food over the drink. I don't like coffee, so it would do absolutely nothing for me. It would be time for me to have my first kebab. If I got presented with these two, I would definitely go on the side of the kebab. But that kebab is just lettuce. Yeah. I don't know. What's everybody thinking? Are we going kebab? I must have been a fish in a previous life. I am always thinking about a drink. Yeah, I know a couple of people who must have been like that as well. Yeah, we'll go with the kebab. I don't know. I think that's too divisive, really. People want something to eat. Hey, right, okay. A spinach fataya. Okay. Or pork and chicken dumplings. I imagine that would be a strong drink, caramel, coffee, and alcohol. Indeed, indeed. Now, a a spinach fat tire. Indeed, yes. Fatire? Is that how you say it? Fatire? Not sure. Fattier? Not really sure how to say that. Anyway, it's a pastry parcel with spinach in it, which I have to say isn't exactly floating my boat. Pork and chicken dumplings. That doesn't look particularly appetizing, but it looks better than that spinach thing. I'm going there. Hey, right. Deep fried spaghetti and meatballs. Ooh, that looks kind of carblicious, I have to say. Coffee with cola, liqueur, and some caramel syrup. Yes. What in the deep sea octopus is that? Hello, Sky. Oh, I haven't put the thing on here.
Oh, it's got a wee knob on it.
It has. How are we? Or nachos with jalapeno salsa and the option of cheese. Imagine getting an option of cheese with nachos. They're kind of mutually, if you've got one, you've got the other. Why on earth would you have an option of not having cheese? Bizarre. Right. Are you crazy? That looks insane. Deep fried spaghetti and meatball fries. That kicks ass. Meatballs, spaghetti, chips. It's not an octopus. It's a meatball. I'm going that way. Yay. So many other people agreed with me. Okay, so we've got a bottle of water. Always cheese and fries, indeed. Oh, talking of that, Sky, I caught the last half hour of The Spy Who Loved Me today on TV. My God, it just proved to me absolutely that Bond movies, the older Bond movies, are certainly around about that. The Roger Moore Bond movies are so bad. It's absolutely horrendous. What is that pale ick looking thing on the right? I have no idea. It's supposed to be a pork rib burger, but that roll looks dry as hell. This might actually be the very first time ever that somebody has picked water over food. You've never seen the older, but never what. I mean, if you want to laugh and you want a really camp, hammy movie that you just sit rolling your eyes and staring at the person next to you watching it going, really? Was it this bad? Was it always this bad? You can watch it. But in terms of where the Bonds are now with Daniel Craig, and actually, they weren't as bad with Sean Connery. They just seemed to go through this really weird phase with Roger Moore. Anyway, I'm going to go. I just couldn't. You couldn't force me to eat that. I'm having the water. The water did actually win. There's some. Yeah, absolutely. Portland pickles. Okay. Dylan's special slice. I had that with Mamma Mia. Went back to watch it with a friend, and we turned it off after 10 minutes. I got sold an absolute dummy with Mamma Mia, Jet. My partner said, "There's a new film coming out." And it's set against the, set on a Greek island, and it's set against the music of ABBA. And I'm not a big ABBA fan, but my partner never, ever wants to go to the movies. She's not a big cinema fan. So I said, okay, I'll go along with you. She didn't mention it was a musical. So I'm sat there and I'm thinking, well, Meryl Streep's in it. It'll be good. Meryl Streep's good. Pierce Brosnan's in it. He's all right. And then all of a sudden, everybody started singing. And I was like, what the hell is going on here? And then I sat there for the next 90 minutes thinking, what? I've never been so confused in my life. But she had a good time. she had the wine with her, and she had a good time. So that was the main point of the exercise. Was never really for me to have a good time there, other than giving her a bit of support, because I bet I can take or leave. I'm not. I appreciate the I don't know, the magic or whatever of the music. I understand that the way they write music is completely different to most people, but thinking, why is Pierce Brosnan singing as a sex pest on a Greek island with a Swede? Indeed, yes. Right. So, are we going with Dylan's special slice, pickles, red onion, and bacon, which looks a little bit overdone? I have to say, there's not much special about that. That looks kind of like it's been sat out in the sun for a good period of time. Or a strawberry bubble waffle. I think I would go with the strawberry bubble waffle, personally, but this is Scrandle. And we know the Scrandle audience can be a little bit strange at times. I'm going to go, I have a feeling that the correct answer will be the pizza. But I would go with the right. Okay, good. Everybody agreed with this that Dylan's special slice wasn't particularly special. Right, chicken nuggies with chips and curry sauce, or a fleet dog, sausage, bacon, onions, and cheese in a crispy baguette. Has to be the fleet dog. That looks a bit dodgy. That looks like a dog got to that. The curry chicken nuggets look like the dog actually got on the left-hand side of the screen and deposited something on top of the nuggies. That looks a little bit not good. I'm going, that is a chunky curry sauce. Indeed, yes. I'm going that side. Yes. Fleet dog, get in. Why did you ruin it for me? No, I think it did the other thing, Pissy. I think it actually sat down in it. Right, masala chips. Masala chips. That's interesting. I don't think I've ever heard of masala chips. Or pizza and a pint of Peroni. Well, there's absolutely no contest there. Pizza and a Peroni. Kubu wants the chips. Everybody else wants the pizza. We're going that. Oh, well done, Kubu. Might have to take that one to VAR. Okay. Polish sausage and bread, or jerk chicken and cornbread fritters. Interesting. Neither nor. Thank you very much. Neither of those look particularly appealing. Although the Polish sausage, I don't know whether I'm biased against the chips, so I don't care if we lost. Yeah. Is there a special thing about hello stinker? Is there a special thing about a Polish sausage, or is it just because it's from Poland? Does it become a Polish sausage just because it's from Poland? Or is there a special type of sausage that's only available in Poland? I don't know. I think probably the chicken. Although it looks slightly burnt, but we'll go with we'll go with that. Rain meet Stinker. Stinker meet Rain. You are neighbours in the old Canada. Just introducing the Canadians to each other in the chat. Carolina Panthers barbecue mac and cheese with pulled pork and fried crispy onions, or chicken goujongs and chips. Another Canadian. I know I'm quite popular with Canadians for some bizarre reason. Chicken goujongs and chips, or barbecue mac and cheese. Now, I have to say, the thought of barbecue mac and cheese with pulled pork and fried crispy onions sounds absolutely banging. However, that picture doesn't do the description justice. And I think on the pictures, I would probably pick the chicken goujongs. But I am up for being swayed. What do you think? What do you think? Are we going left or are we going right? What does everybody want? The chicken goujons look okay. The chicken goujons look okay. They look slightly dry, but there's no condiment or anything there. I think you can't decide. Yeah, I think in terms of what it could taste like, not what it looks like, I would go with left. Okay. Still better. Still better than the majority. Still better than the majority. I still don't think you would honestly, you wouldn't pick that sorry box of fries versus that pizza and a pint. Hello, Pemmy, how are you? Lovely to see you in. You would, but you were the only one who did. And then, yeah, I can understand that. It's the picture. It's the picture that does that. So that was my bad. Right. So we'll do that history. We'll do last night's one. Let's do this. Okay, a bacon cheeseburger with a drink, which we're not allowed to see, or a burrito. Bacon cheeseburger or a burrito. Bacon cheeseburger. I mean, yeah, probably. Burgers tend to win more than they lose here. Let's go there. Oh, Rain, you steered me in the wrong direction. Everybody went burger and everybody went burrito. Chicken tikka and chips, mint sauce available, or Jinx's cupcake and Silco's shimmer. What the hell? The music of Arcane League of Legends. Okay, so we've got the League of Legos over here. Jinx's cupcake and Silco's shimmer. Chocolate cupcake with pink lemonade for a tenner. It has to be that one, surely. Okay, good. Right, a free pint and a festive caramel slice. I love a caramel slice, mind. I love a caramel slice. Or 5 sugar donuts. I don't know whether free pint and a festive caramel slice. Yeah, I think it's going to have to be. I would probably, yeah, I would have that. Someone's causing the bread to lag so bad. Oh my god. Right. Oh, see, you lot. I'm stopping listening to you. Grilled cheese. What the hell? That ain't grilled cheese. Now, morally, morally, I wouldn't want this. I couldn't drink that. Hot dog looks okay. Wouldn't touch the prime with a a very, very, very long stick. Because anything to do with those guys, I would not want anything to do with at all. However, as I say, I think given the competition, grilled cheese looks like someone grilled a. Well, Rain, I hate to say it, but look where that's from. And people say UK food is bad. Let's go that way. Yeah, nobody wanted it really, but more people wanted it than that. Okay, a Schwarbomb sundae, ice cream, fruity pebbles. Hello, strawberry sauce, deep fried, uncrustable. 1330, or Borgor. I love the fact it's in the hell. I need to go to a baseball game in the States because I really want one of these helmet dishes. I really want one of these helmet dishes because they look cool as. I'm up for that. That looks cool. Right, let's go. That is the saddest Borgor I think I've ever seen. A Malang meatball from Jakarta, or chicken curry with masala chips and rice. You know what I'm going to say about this side? What is it? What does everything here look a bit? You won't be able to spell it. It all looks a bit anemic. You were waiting for me to say it. I'm going to go with the chicken curry. Yes. Although it was quite close. Anemic, indeed. Bhaji burger or chat masala chips. Here we go. Here's Kubu again. Go for the masala chips. That Badgie burger looks cool though. There's actually a certain amount of percentage of bug that's allowed. Yeah, absolutely. Go on that side. Borgor wins. Okay. Oh God. A Manchester City beef pie or a Balti pie that looks like it's been scraped off the side of the building. That looks horrendous. That does not look nice. It's going to have to be the beef pie, but I think it's a sad wee thing. What a sad wee life, Carol. Yeah, 14% or 8%. Nobody wanted either. What the hell is this? A turkey. You could tell this is Christmas. Turkey roast dinner. It's got the Christmas festive lights on, excuse me. Or burger in amusing bun. I don't know whether that amusing bun's supposed to be a soccer ball bun or whether it's supposed to be a turtle shell. It looks like you're eating a turtle or a tortoise. There's its little leg, look. Ah, it's a wee terrapin. A terrapin burger. I think we're going a burger and an amusing bun. It has to be. The amusing bun sold it. Right. Jack chicken and don't eat turtle. Jack chicken and cornbread fritter or steak pie with mashed peas and gravy. Yeah, not happening. Jack chicken. Absolutely. Those peas, man. Hey, okay. 8. Oh, the community was actually slightly better. So the burrito won there. I don't know. I'm still not convinced. It looks all right, but I mean, you get dry nachos underneath it. It's an amusing bun. It is indeed. Right, okay. So we're doing not too bad. Still keeping our 82% accuracy. Finally made me gag. Well done again, Scrandle. Beautiful. Still 6 perfects. And we're doing not too bad. Not too bad at all. Okay. Good. Right, let's get on with this game because I'm desperate to find out what happens in this game. Let's do. Oh, I can do this, and then I can do that, and then I can do this, and then I can do that. We're on a right run of getting games from people at the moment. So there we go. Manually unpinned at end of stream. That's good. Where's me? There. Thank you. Right. Boo. What are you booing at, Kubu? Okay, what's happened? Ooh, that panicked me for a second there. That panicked me for a second there. Everybody calm down. What's happening? Right, hang on a minute. This is on ultra. This is not good. Okay. Right, that's us. We should be okay now. Refresh. We should be okay now. Content warnings may contain spoilers. Don't show. How do you turn that off then? I don't want it to show. How do I turn that off? Text language English, voice language English. Enable subtitles. Yes. Screen resolution. Borderless is fine. Hi. I don't want it. How do I not show that? Okay, let's not show that. Hopefully, initial settings apply. Yes. Is that us? Confirm. Okay, apply. Right. Okay. Let me just check quickly that you can hear this. Or it's routing to the right sound. It's not. It is now. So you should be able to hear the game. Yay, more lesbians. Yes. Let's go. Right. New game. Have you played This Bed We Made before? Yes. While playing This Bed We Made, first as recommended, it's not obligatory. If you choose to start Lost and Found without having played the first game, story choices from Sophie's previous adventure will be made for you. If you choose to start without having played the first game, so is stories. Okay. Have you played This Bed We Made, and do you wish to carry over your story choices from the first game? Yes. Who did Sophie enter into a relationship with? Ooh, so you could have ended up with Andrew. Interesting. Well, this is interesting, isn't it? I suppose you had the chance to make Beth or Andrew your confidant early on. Was Sophie arrested for tampering with evidence? No. Okay, we must have got a decent ending. Wait, is this after the last game? Yes, it is, Rain. This is the new standalone chapter that only came out last Monday. And we're now on a ship rather than being in the hotel. You missed the ending. Okay. It's available as a VOD on both YouTube and Twitch TV. No. Did Bernard offer to promote Sophie, and did she accept, choosing to stay on as governess at the Clarington? Well, he did, but we said no. This game... Okay, right. We're done. Oops, caps. Oop. So yes, thank you to Press Engine and Low Birth Games for allowing us to play the game. Okay. July 1964. Okay, so it was 1958, I think, when we last saw Sophie.
So, this is your first time working on a ship?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, but I've been on the water since I was a kid. I spent a lot of time on my grandfather's sailboat. It's kind of funny, actually. It was named Ariadne's Legacy, and now...
And now
Sophie,
you're on the
stop
Orpheus.
chatting.
From one Greek myth to another, hmm?
Exactly.
Well, maybe it was fate that brought you here.
Yeah,
Okay, Gary Hamlin.
maybe.
I see you've worked as a hotel maid before, so you shouldn't have too much trouble with the job. The main difference between a maid and a stewardess is that, on top of cleaning the passengers' cabins, you'll also have to bring them coffee, deliver telegrams, that kind of stuff.
I think I
Okay.
should be able to handle that.
I'm sure you will. So, do you have any questions before you start?
Okay, so we can look back. Let's just ask a couple of questions.
I was wondering, how in-depth should the cleaning be?
Well, the cabins should be thoroughly cleaned at the end of each trip.
Okay.
But during a trip, you just have to do the basic stuff. Make the bed, empty the garbage cans,
Just as well we asked.
the ashtrays. Perhaps clean a few stains here and there.
That sounds pretty
Ugh,
straightforward.
Really?
Any other questions?
What kind of stains?
You talked about bringing coffee and delivering telegrams?
Yes. If a passenger asks you for tea or coffee, there are little stations throughout the ship where you can prepare it. If they want anything more complex, you can direct them to the lounge or the bar, depending on the hour. As for telegrams, the purser's desks usually takes care of them, but when they're busy, they may leave a pile of them for you to deliver.
All right, got it.
Okay.
Is there anything else?
No. I'm good.
No, I think everything's quite clear. Thank you. I'm excited to be part of this crew.
And we're excited to have you, Miss Roy. On behalf of all of us, welcome aboard the Orpheus.
Okay. Ooh. Is the volume okay? Is it a little loud or is it okay? Is it balanced against my voice? You all good? Good. No bother. Okay, 1 month later. Why aren't we getting any backstory here? I need to know what happened to her and Beth. I need to know why we're on this ship. Is she now split up from Beth? Patience? Okay, have you seen this? Have you seen somebody play it? Cool. Are you telling me to shut up because it will become a pattern?
Always
So
on
you're just
course.
gaslighting me, basically,
Except
of course.
when we're not. Like that storm last week. Poor Gary was stretched thin. Caleb was practically scandalized when I told him I don't have a turntable of my own. Maybe I should save up for one.
Thanks, Kubu.
Yep, it's off. Really had to triple check, huh? I definitely got that from Mom.
Okay. Don't do that straight away.
August already. Time really does fly.
Okay, rotate object. What the hell? Harlem riots as a result of decades of pent-up tension. And president responds to attacks on American units in North Vietnam. Okay. Whoa. Proper sea.
It's so sweet of Gary to bring us leftovers from the restaurant. Can't imagine Bernard doing anything like that.
I might not have said leftovers in that situation. Leftovers sounds a bit scuzzy. Okay, what's this?
Aw, is this for me? Well,
Well, she's
I
straight
guess I can
into
take
it.
a little
Just,
peek inside
just
then.
straight into the snooping. Sophie, to a ray of sunshine. I see what you did there. I absolutely see what you did there. Bad. Okay.
Time to get to work. I should grab my keys from my locker.
Okay. Where on earth is my locker? Sophie. There. Okay. What's this?
Caleb's been a great piano teacher, but it might take a while before I'm able to play this one.
Okay. Sophie, when the time is
Not
right. Is this from Beth? Oh, they're edging us now.
I miss you guys. Paris was even more amazing than I thought it would be. And there's still so much I haven't seen.
I'm glad that when they've done this time, you just right-click to put something down rather than using the mouse wheel. Because the number of times I misclicked the thing. Okay, here we go. Dear Bean, when we made things official, I didn't expect to find myself in the position of the lonely Navy wife, writing sappy letters to her absent paramour out on the ocean. Look what you've done to me. It goes without saying, but I miss you every day, Bean. I look at that picture of you in front of the Eiffel Tower whenever I'm having a bad day. Knowing that you're out there, seeing the world, living your dreams, it puts the biggest, silliest smile on my face. I should bring it in to work. It might make the bar a little less gloomy. To answer your question, well, I'd need at least 3 more sheets of paper. I love the bar, I do, but it's like for every leak I manage to patch up, another one springs up, literally and figuratively. But you know me, I never give up, even against better judgment. I'll have this place all fixed up in time for our next date night. Stay out of trouble. Okay, so we are still with Beth.
Oh, Beth. What I'd give to hear you call me Bean right now.
And they're still at the bar, but 6 years later, 6 years later, we're still trying to get the bar working.
There you are.
I don't think we're running from anything. I think we've just got a job on the ocean. Okay. Right.
This machine probably eats up a huge chunk of Teresa's pay. Good thing I don't smoke.
Okay. Maybe she just got a really good offer. Let's go. New Horizons. What a month it's been. I bought a new journal right before we shipped off, and I've been so busy I haven't had a chance to crack it open until now. Time to get back into the habit, Sophie. I spent the last month working on the Orpheus, a luxury ocean liner. The work itself isn't anything new. There's something about cleaning and making beds that I'll never tire of, but being out in the open water, travelling between continents, meeting people from all over, it's a dream, honestly. Still doesn't seem real some days. I can feel my horizons broadening with every day that I spend on the Orpheus. I'm even learning piano, thanks to my friend Caleb. It's exactly the kind of fresh start I needed. Everything back in Montreal, everything with Mom. It was a time for a change of scenery. You will have to tell me later, because I'm going to shower before it gets too late for that, and it's bedtime. Yes, no problem. Okay. It would appear that our sick mom has not driven us. Maybe there's been a death. Maybe our mom's actually died and she needed to get away from Montreal for a bit and just do something a bit different. Of course, I miss Beth terribly. I hope she's managing all right with her bar back home. I really can't wait to see her again, and this time I'll be the one with exciting travel stories to share. Oh, and I finally got to go to Paris a couple of weeks ago when the Orpheus was docked in France, seeing the whole city from the top of the Eiffel Tower, spending hours perusing the Louvre, feeling the powerful solemnity in the halls of the cathedral. It was everything I'd always imagined it'd be. I can't wait to go back and to visit every other place on my bucket list, which is growing by the day. Is everything okay in the stream? My OBS is a little bit struggling. It looks like it's struggling a little bit with this. But as long as you guys are okay. So, in a couple of days, I'll be turning 28. I didn't imagine... Everything seems okay. That's fine. I'd be spending my next birthday in the middle of the Atlantic. I know it's common to dread getting older. Mom certainly hated it, but I can't say I mind it. I've never really known what to do on my birthdays, and I don't think anyone here even knows when it is. Aside from Gary, maybe. It must be in my paperwork, so all I'm expecting is a normal, quiet day. I don't think anything could beat one of Beth's birthday plans anyway. Typically, they'd involve attending a show or an art exhibit, dinner at the most amazing hole-in-the-wall restaurant you've never heard of, a poke into a speakeasy for cocktails, and wrapping up the night with a coffee and a butterscotch pie at Harry's Diner, our favourite. If anyone knows how to plan a night out in Montreal, it's Beth. Maybe I'll treat myself to a slice of pie from the kitchen. It won't beat Harry's, but it'll scratch the itch. Okay. Okay, so we can do that. We can do characters. Andrew. I met Andrew when we worked at Clarendon. Yes, we went brief chapter for as long as it reminds me of warm. A few years ago, Andrew opened up his own bookstore. He'd always had a fascination with books that were a bit more taboo, and soon like-minded readers came flocking. His store's grown beyond just a bookstore, becoming a haven for those who think against the grain. And even though it wasn't planned, Andrew's risen to the occasion with it, helping others with his usual air of professionalism and kindness. I'm so impressed by him, he's really making a difference. And then Beth, we know, is our girlfriend, so we're all cool from that point of view. And we've got Gary, assistant hotel manager. As far as bosses go, Gary's a far cry from my previous ones. He's patient, kind, has enthusiasm for his job that always comes through in his jovial attitude. I'm still not used to having such an easygoing boss. I spent days fretting over asking for time off ahead of our arrival in Paris, and I barely got a sentence into my prepared speech before Gary raised his hand and told me that he'd be upset if I didn't go out and see the sights. He even directed me to his favourite place to get steak frites, for which my taste buds were very grateful. He's an all-round lovely man, even if he can be a bit scattered or clumsy here and there. I'll take that over the fascist I used to work with any day. Caleb, can't say enough good things about Caleb. Talented, hard-working, thoughtful, handsome. He's by far the person I'm closest with here on the Orpheus, which is probably why he's perceptive enough to guess the nature of Beth's and my relationship. He says I've talked about her so much he already feels like he knows her. He's a gifted pianist who doesn't get nearly the credit I believe he deserves. Some might treat his performances like background noise, but every so often you catch someone staring glassy-eyed, enchanted by his music. I'm certainly guilty of that myself. After chatting with him after work one evening, he offered to give me piano lessons. How could I refuse? I've mastered Twinkle Twinkle, and now I'm working on the Mouse's Lullaby. Caleb says I have a knack for it, but I'd be lost without his guidance. Right, good, good, good. We are good to go, I feel. Q.
I'm good to go.
What the heck? That was a bit weird. Leave the picture.
Ah,
Oh, here he is.
Sophie, there you are.
Gary, Caleb, is everything all right?
Uh-oh.
This looks serious.
It's not that big a deal.
Well, maybe not, but it's worrisome nonetheless.
Okay.
What's going on?
We're in a bit of a predicament. Caleb?
I have this rosary. It's a gift from my mother.
Oh, the one you place on top of your piano whenever you play?
Somebody's pinched
That's
it.
the one. Last night at the end of my shift, I looked for the rosary, but it was gone.
I'm sorry, Caleb.
When he told me the story, I connected the dots with some other stories.
We have
I've
a tea
heard over
leaf
the
on
last few
board.
days. Staff members mentioning they'd overheard passengers talking about lost wallets and such.
There's a magpie.
I'm afraid one of our passengers is a thief.
Do you have any suspicions as to who it could be?
I left the piano once to go to the bathroom. I was gone for a couple of minutes. Anyone could have grabbed the rosary during that time.
I talked to Janice, but it was a busy night at the bar, so she says she didn't see anything.
If you don't know who it is, what makes you think it's a passenger? Couldn't it be a staff member?
It's possible, of course, but we didn't hire anyone new in over a month.
So they come
Since you
to
joined us,
the
actually.
newest recruit
And the
on the ship and
disappearances
say,
started 4
we now
days
have a
ago,
thief.
right when we left Italy. Although it's not out of the question that a staff member could have waited this long to start stealing. The timing suggests it's someone who only recently boarded the ship, so a passenger.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Okay.
You were looking for me, so I assume you wanted my help. What can I do?
Well,
Word
you
on the
see,
street is that
I
you
can't
enjoy
very well
snooping.
go around the ship interrogating passengers. I wouldn't accuse anyone, of course, but you and I both know our wealthy passengers aren't always the most sensible. I'm sure many of them would be deeply offended just to be considered suspects. It would create quite the scandal, and the cruise line would be on my back for all the bad publicity.
Yeah, I can see why you called it a predicament.
Okay.
So I was thinking, you could take a more subtle approach. Today, as you clean the cabins, you could keep an eye out for Caleb's rosary. If you find it, as well as any other stolen item, you could return them to their rightful owners. That way, there would be no scandal. And at the next port, I could have a discreet talk with our thief and tell them never to set foot on the ship again.
Okay, so this is our task
yes,
then, obviously. This is
I
what this is
think
all
I can
about.
do that.
Ah, Sophie, you're a lifesaver. Truly. Come see me when you have any news, all right?
That is a jacket and a half.
Just for
that.
the record, this wasn't my idea.
It won't be my first time snooping. Let's not say that.
Gary can be a little intense sometimes, can't he?
You get used to it.
Well, this is not how I expected my morning to go, but I'm happy to lend a hand.
Sophie's now like vibrating. She's like, "Let me go, let me go, let me go. I can't wait, I can't wait.
Your
This is my
rosary,
this is my
it's
jam."
Blue, isn't it?
Yeah, the beads are blue. Or used to be. Half the paint's gone now. It's really old and it's probably not even worth a penny, but I don't know why.
Don't worry. If it's in one of these rooms, I'll find it.
Well, have fun snooping.
Oh, I will, Caleb. Oh, I will. You don't know the half of it. I was born for this assignment. Okay. MS Orpheus, plan of section A301, 303, 305, 307. Okay.
Teresa's great at cleaning after others, but not so much after herself.
Okay, Mr. Grant Hudson, Mr. Warner Ogborn. You better find new one before next race. Get rabbit foot or something. I don't care. Just get back to track ASAP. Okay.
I better deliver this to Mr. Hudson's cabin.
Okay, here's Mr. Hudson. A301. Okay, we're off. We know what we're doing. Okay, oh. Grant Hudson, one of the most exciting parts of working in the office is getting a glimpse at the stars it attracts from time to time. And Grant is the biggest one on board right now. He's big in the racing world, having won his fair share of significant races from what I understand. Admittedly, he's not from the part of the entertainment industry that I usually pay attention to, but I've definitely heard his name before, mostly in relation to Sandy Bluth, the singer. I've heard that her song My Heart is Racing is actually about Grant. I wonder if that's true. The Giannis, Marco and Pietra Giannini, are in room 311. I don't think we've crossed paths yet. The Adams, not the Adams family. Ethan and Virginia Adams, room 307. I haven't met them yet. As far as I can remember, Virginia is such a pretty name though, indeed. Irene Santorelli. Santorelli is staying by herself in room 303. That's all it's her. Francesca Santorelli is over in room 305. I wonder what her relation to Irene Santorelli is. Maybe they're not related. Maybe it's just one of them things. Okay, cabin plan, and then Grant's telegram. Got that. Yes, thank you. Apparently we've got a thief. Da-da-da-da-da. Sorted. Let's get moving then.
Now, let's find this thief.
Let's do this thing. Which way am I going? To starboard cabins. What's this?
I'm not claustrophobic, but setting foot in this elevator again might just do it.
I can't remember whether I'm... Immediately, I've forgotten. You better... No, cabins plan. Map A. Map of deck A port side section. Okay, that's where I need to be, so I'm not going... Cabins A deck? 301. Right, so we're going... Ooh, hang on.
I should stick to my section. Plenty of work here.
Right, okay. That said 301. Okay, so this is the 305. 309, 311. Where the hell's 301 then? I'm so confused.
Ugh, this has Bernard's touch all over it. I hope no one's tricked into staying in this money trap.
Okay, let's go down here.
We can't all look as good as you do, darling. You know what? Maybe we shouldn't go out on deck. Half the women on this ship would kill me out of envy.
Okay. Loves herself much.
Now, who could the Orpheus's little thief be?
Okay, what am I supposed to be doing there? Right, let's find this 301. Where the hell's 301? So that's for the starboard cabin. So I don't think we can go through there.
I can't leave yet.
Right.
Not
okay.
until I found all of the stolen objects.
So just getting our bearings. We can't go that way. This is 301. Okay, let's start 301. Whew. Oh. Oh, calm down. I literally just started my investigative snooping and... What the heck?
What the hell happened here?
Indeed. What? Now...
Should I wait before cleaning this?
Yeah.
What if
I'm not keen on tidying anything up or doing anything here at this point in time. Because if this is a murder scene again, then I don't want to be in a situation where somebody's telling me, okay, let's have a look at that. White albatross. Just put that back down there.
It's locked.
Okay.
It's locked.
Okay. There's a telegram there, yes. Dear Grant, I get it, I really do. But at a certain point you need to make the call. Do you really think it's just still a temporary slump? If you ask me, someone who knows you fairly well, I'd like to think it's obvious that you've lost your taste for racing and that it's time to move on, plain and simple. Don't draw this out like you do. Just tell Warner you're hanging up with your jacket and moving on to something else. Speaking of managers, Dominic's been in my ear about buying your Ferrari. I hope you'll consider it. He's always in a better mood for a few weeks after getting one of his shiny new toys. Think of it as a symbolic gesture. You sell your race car, close that chapter, and use whatever absurd sum of money he gives you to jump into your new passion. It's a win-win, baby. I love how you've taken to Italy. It's enchanting, isn't it? Maybe we should think about a summer house along the Riviera. With love always, Sandy. Okay. What's going on here then? Inspect. What is this? It's like a keyring. It's like the thing that broke on my keyring this morning. Which was a bit annoying. The Fundamentals of Soil Science. That doesn't seem like a book that a race car driver would be super interested in. Okay, so can we open this? Ooh. Dear Sandy, greetings from Italy. Well, not really. I wanted to send this before I left, but I've been so busy. This trip has been more inspiring than I could ever have hoped for. I finally feel alive again, just like I did when I first started racing. You're right that I'll have to face Warner eventually, but I'd rather not do it now. I know he'll blow a fuse and that would just ruin my mood. I lost my good luck charm a few days ago, so I told him I couldn't race until I found it. I'm glad for the excuse, but I do hope I find it before we get to port. I've had that thing since I was a child. Anyway, can't wait to see you again. Okay, so he has also lost something. That's where he's keeping his cigarettes. There's nothing more I can find in there. I don't want to tidy that up just in case. Okay. Nothing in there. Always be fearless. My champion. Love, Mom. Okay. Fine. Right, so he has lost his lucky charm. We've delivered the telegram.
I have to figure out what happened here.
Right. Oh, that's interesting. It's now trapped us in here, so we can't actually leave until we resolve the issue.
This can go to the chute. Once I've figured out what exactly it's soaked in.
Okay. I'm just going to tidy everything then. Why are all these towels everywhere?
Replacing the towels can wait, Sophie. Please tell me this isn't what it looks like.
Uh-huh. Okay. Slightly confused as to what's going on, to be honest. So how do I unlock that? I thought it'd been round everywhere else. Let's tidy up the bed then. Nicely made up. Nothing in there. Okay. There's nothing there to look at. What's this? Okay. Here's our man. Clean that. I think I've done that, so that's fine. Can we open these? Ooh, what's that?
What is that? It's sealed tight. I don't think I'll be able to open it.
Okay, so this will be the thing for the case, or the thing over here. Ah, home
So you're
gate. Home.
just making wine?
Okay, so he's been in the bathtub
Boxes of grapes.
with the smoosher making wine.
Mystery solved, I guess.
Right, so we has done that, so we can go and clean that. If only it was this easy to get rid of red wine stains. We can clean this. What a grubber. Imagine doing this in your hotel bath. Now with added squeaky cleaning sounds. Is that us? Yes. So we can't do anything there. We've cleaned that. We've done that. Clean this. Just keep the room spick and span. Okay, is that us? Nice. Do we need to clean out the bin? No, everything's kind of done from there. So can we leave now?
Teresa
Open.
says she hears this bell in her nightmares, but I kind of like it. A coffee, please, stewardess.
Right.
I don't need
Housekeeping.
anything, thank you.
Okay.
I'll try
Irene.
circling back later.
Yes. She's having a party. Okay, so we've done that section, and we can go here. Where is there a station for? Where's the chute for putting these towels? Fire. Is it in here? Okay. Yes, laundry chute. Dirty towels are away. Yo. Okay.
Come with me, towels. I'll find you a spot in the bathrooms.
Okay.
Ah, that's Teresa's lighter. She's probably fretting about it right now. I should leave it in her locker.
Okay, so now we're picking things up. Place tray table. Okay, so you can pick up tray. We can place tray tables when we need to. We can make a beverage. Okay, so that's just a thing where we started. Where was I there? The cup.
Hi, little cup. Let's bring you back to your friends in the pantry.
Okay, nice. Where are we putting cups? Cups there. Right, nice. Ooh, okay. Interesting. So we go 301. This is quite cool because you can actually go and put the towels in that. Nice. Feels like you are actually doing something completely. Right, so we've done that, and we've done that, and we've been in the pantry. Where the hell does the where's the lockers actually? Maybe we shouldn't bother about that. I'm just worried about Teresa and her lighter. I don't want people to think I've swiped the lighter. Okay, so we've got 3... Right, let's go here. Dang. Okay, there's loads of stuff.
Come here, you. Destination, the pantry.
Right, okay. We're going to be backwards, forwards, forwards, backwards, because this is going to, this is going to
I'm
itch
sure I'll
my
find
brain.
more glasses in the cabins. Our passengers
Do that.
love
Put
to
that
drink.
there. And then we can put this through here. Nice. Lovely. We can go this way. Hello? Ooh. Let's close the door. Marco and Pietro's cabin. Let's go to... Ooh, there's something in there, is there? Okay. Clean the bath. Sorry. Rain, did you stay till the end of Celeste's stream the other night? Did she manage to figure out the answers to those questions? Oh, I never cleaned that toilet in the other room.
Huh. Sounds like something's preventing the toilet from flushing.
Ooh. I know she was struggling with the answers to the movie questions, yeah.
I guess it's good to have a backup. Or 20.
Yeah, she got them. Good. Good. Close. So that's that, I feel. We've done all the bathroom. We can close that. And then, what's in here? Ooh.
There's always something in the vent.
Okay. Open. New York to Montreal. Okay. Marco, Pietra, e Claudia. Not sure where. 1942.
I bet you lost everything to the war. You must be terrified to lose it all again. There's at least $200 here.
Okay, sussy. Oops. Okay. And then close it. Sussy.
Oh, aren't these just the cutest? It's too bad they smell so burnt.
Oh, I feel there's a horrible story going to come with this. What the heck?
You're never running out of olive oil, that's for sure.
Okay. Thank you for visiting. It was so lovely having you two over, though far too brief. I hope you know that you are always welcome here and that we would all be delighted if you decided to come back for good, especially little Stefano. I saw how quickly he grew attached to his Izia. I understand you are not ready yet, but as Mama always said, yes, family will always be there during times of hardship. Have a nice trip back. Con amore, Rosella. P.S. Maybe travel a little lighter next time. Okay.
Chez Letizia. Mom and I went for her birthday, years ago. One of the last times we ate out.
Okay, if you're looking for authentic homegrown Italian charm, look no further than Chez Letizia, found on Saint Laurent in Montreal's own Little Italy. The restaurant, named for the matriarch of co-owner Pietra Giannini's family, from whom many of the recipes found on the menu originate, opened in 1949, has been offering family-style Italian fare to satisfied customers ever since. Fans of classics like lasagna and spaghetti with meatballs will have their cravings sated and then some. Eating in at Chez Letizia feels like sitting in a rustic family home while mom and dad toil away in the kitchen. While the dining area is a little cramped and in need of a good decluttering, don't let that deter you. There's an immediate sense of familiarity and coziness, like, continues in second column, you're visiting family. Owners Marco and Pietra will attend to you personally, smiling from ear to ear in aprons marked with signs of their culinary labour. Plates were on the table within a reasonable time, and the staff was friendly and personable. If you're going to try one thing, let it be the lasagna napolitana, made with a secret family recipe passed down from Pietra's mother, Letizia herself. The meatballs are tender and juicy, making for a harmoniously mouth-watering main. For dessert, the fluffy and light tiramisu will reliably delight your taste buds. But my personal favourite would be the bombolone. I'd be shocked if you found a better version of this cloud-like pastry outside of Tuscany itself. Okay. Candles. Why would you need candles? Buy that number of candles. Okay. Inspect. Okay, so it's just the
so
same
scared
paper.
she'd have to live through another war.
Oops. Inspect.
Did you take
Sprinkle
these
sugar.
from the pantry? I mean, they're free, but
Okay. Oops. And do that. They seem to have been here for quite the while. Right, is that everything here? Don't suppose there's anything more to do. Okay, so we've done that one.
this is vacant. There's no point in snooping around an empty
Isn't
cabin.
there? Isn't there? Okay. Francesca Santarelli. Okay. We has the dirty towels. I think we're done. Place the clean towel. Okay, inspect. Head of Bravestone Construction loses battle with cancer. Bruno Santarelli, president of the New York-based Bravestone Construction, lost his battle with liver cancer on Sunday, July the 19th. He is survived by his wife, Irene Santarelli. Okay, so Irene is the mother. She was the one that said she didn't need anything. Bravestone Vice President Harris Babineau has assumed the position of interim president temporarily, with an official succession yet to be declared. While uncertainty swirls around the future of Bravestone Construction following Santarelli's passing, Babineau hopes to reassure investors. In a private conversation with a correspondent from the National Treasurer, he assured that while Mr. Santarelli's passing has impacted us all on a personal level, it was an outcome he and the rest of the board of directors had worked tirelessly to plan for, given his long battle with illness. With the help he graciously offered in the last months of his life, Bravestone should have no issue holding strong in the wake of tragedy. Okay. I don't think there's anything particularly... We might have to come back to that. McLeod Industries... Yeah, okay. We'll do that if it becomes... God, that toilet was minging. If it becomes important.
What's this?
Ooh. Bruno Santarelli, born April 15th, 1934. Named after my dearest nonno, Bruno Lucio, a dedicated man who worked tirelessly for his family. Bruno was always hard-working, driven, and did his family proud by growing the business and achieving so much success, an incredible businessman, husband and son. We return him to our family's hometown of Sisternino so that he can rest forever among his family, and so that his connection with our homeland can never be severed. He will always be my Coco de Mama in this world, or the next.
These are never easy to write. Thank God I had Beth's help, or mine would have been gibberish.
Okay. Inspect. Dear Fran, Sorry, I'm going to be blunt, though I'm sure you would have written Donna or Lena if you wanted useless niceties. I always knew that Sanguisuga was in it for the money. She never loved Bruno, and now she must be downright giddy at the prospect of acquiring his fortune, earlier than anticipated, I'm sure. Please, Fran, you must contest the will, as ruthlessly as you can. Do not let her get even a single penny. You'll never know a restful night's sleep again, knowing she's out there spending Bruno's hard-earned money. She edged you out at the hospital, and again when planning the funeral. Che nervi. Enough is enough. While you're at it, you should retrieve that beautiful Sicilian chest ASAP. I wouldn't even technically be stealing, since it was a gift from you to Bruno. Trust me, if Bruno had seen the truth, this is what he would have wanted. Keep fighting, Sorolina. Adriana. Who the hell's Adriana? Adriana? Ooh, okay. Drama. No comment on that, Sophie? Cool.
I should arrange the pillows before I take care of the sheets.
Really? Do you think? I would take the pillow away, arrange the sheets, and then put the pillow back. Not do that first. Anywho. That's just me. Drama Lama, indeed. La Sacra Bibia. Oh, yes. Now. Somebody's. Well, I take it that's Bruno.
It's been a while since I visited Mom.
I'm not going to blow that out, although it's a bit dodge. Leaving your cabin with a candle burning in it. I'm going to blow that out. I don't like the thought of leaving this, because sometimes this thing does something. If you see something and then don't do something about it, it ends up being a bit dodge. Okay, so there's nothing in the vent there. Okay, we're not really finding terribly much in terms of sussy stuff, are we?
Oh, hi. I'm still getting ready. Would you mind coming back later?
No problem. Thank you.
Actually, could I get a cup of tea?
Absolutely.
And a coffee too, please. With sugar.
Sure.
Oh God.
I'll be right back.
But how does it, what's the tea supposed? She didn't tell me what was supposed to be in the tea. Is it black tea? Is it white tea with sugar? Is it?
Looks like I've got a new telegram to deliver.
Okay. Miss Irene Santarelli, your mother-in-law wants to contest your husband's will. Come see me at my office as soon as you get back. Okay, so Irene Santarelli, your mother-in-law wants to contest your husband's will. So Irene Santarelli is the
Telegram
wife.
for Irene Santarelli. I should get it to her.
Yes, but let's get a cup of tea.
One tea for Mrs. Adams.
Uh-huh.
That's the wrong beverage.
No. Where's the tea? Uh-huh.
That's not the right step.
Well, some people do it the other way round. Okay.
That's the wrong
Okay.
beverage. That's the wrong beverage. That's it. Now, let's prepare Mr. Adams' coffee.
It's like being back in the chillers, art.
Let's deliver these drinks while they're hot.
Coffee shop again. That was so bad. That was such a bad time. Come in.
Where should I put your husband's coffee?
Oh, you can leave it here. I'm sure he'll be back soon.
Okay.
Say,
Sauce.
do you know if that was Grant Hudson I saw in the bar last night?
Sauce.
The racing driver?
Virginia doesn't have a
Yes,
husband.
that's quite possible.
I'm calling
He's
it
a passenger
now.
on the ship.
Wouldn't usually have
Virginia
recognized
is
him. I'm not really
filling
into
the
sports,
void in her
but ever
life by
since he's been
stealing
dating
things from
Timmy
people.
Bluth, I've seen a lot of him in my magazines.
They make a very cute couple.
They sure do.
Hmm. Uh-huh.
Sandy isn't here with him, is she?
I'm afraid
Uh-huh.
not.
I haven't heard of any big race lately. I wonder what he was doing in Italy.
Hmm. Well, I could tell you. Me
Yeah,
too.
I
I'm not
wish I
telling
knew.
anybody anything.
Well,
I'm keeping
I'm sure
quiet.
we'll find out in the next issue of The Gossiper.
Mm-hmm.
I think I'll go to the lounge and get something a little stronger.
Will your
Yes.
husband be joining you there? I can bring his coffee if you'd like.
No, I am. It's fine. Don't worry about it. Thank you for the tea.
Yes. Okay. A bit of a strange interaction.
Uh-huh. You two make an even cuter couple than Grant and Sandy.
Honeymoon, August 1955. Okay. And this was what, 1956? Right. Ooh, tidy up. Uh-huh. Nothing more. Oh, need to. Why does everybody smoke? Dude. You know?
I don't remember
Gracie Joan and Sidney
looking
Bayliss.
this dour at the
Excuse me.
awards show. She lit up the room like she always does.
Look at that bottom headline. Hollywood's hidden homos. There are more of them than you think. Indeed. What? Oh, good lord. I'm so glad in a way that we live in reasonably enlightened times.
Oh my god, it's free!
By Oz Gaming? How are you? Now, this may be a little bit dodgy. Maybe a little bit dodgy, but I'll try it. We'll see how we go. The game is giving me a little bit of... We're positively ready to help me snoop for clues. Okay, let me just appear for you. There we go. Welcome, readers. Welcome, welcome. For those of you that don't know me, I am Older Than Death, also known as Death or Deathy. I'm a Scottish variety streamer who plays mainly indie games that you've probably never heard of. But I do play some AAA things here and there, some popular games along the way. I also stream for charity, so all bits, primes, subs, and donations bypass my pocket and go straight to the charity of the quarter, which is this time round Special Effect, which is a UK-based charity that assists disabled gamers getting back into gaming by making, let's say, changes to various controllers and stuff, and providing them an opportunity to get back into gaming. So a fantastic charity, and one which is very dear to all our hearts because of the nature of our joy of gaming. Let's do that. Have you got any more clips? Pause. Just before I do this. Are we going to do that? Are we going to do this? Are we going... No. Why does it not do this? It's annoying as. Let's go. From dinos to mysteries. I dread to think some are horrendous. Quiet. Pause. How are you? Pause. Did you have good stream? You were playing Jurassic something?
I'm gonna have to Google, see what happens. Oh,
Okay.
oh my god.
Jump scare. Good stuff. She killed her D-Rex twice. Oh, boo. Boo. Not good. But was the game good? Were you enjoying it overall? I'm just trying to do this. That never works. Now let's do another one. Good, thank you. D-Rex was revived twice.
Look at that little cutie.
There we go. Everybody go follow
I
pause.
How
We're
dare
good,
they?
thank you. Everybody go follow pause for a very chill time where she builds loads and loads and loads of stuff in zoos and stuff. There's a red panda in there somewhere. Jump scare to cute, indeed, indeed. Welcome, though. Really appreciate you coming across. Pause. We are playing a game called Lost and Found, which is the standalone DLC to this bed we made, which I did find out, Pause, you'll be interested to know, actually has Sophie in it as well. So our main protag from the last game is actually in the DLC. However, she's now not in the hotel. Well, we haven't seen Beth. Beth's back in Montreal. Sophie is on a ship. And we've somebody on the ship is stealing from the rest of the passengers. And we're trying to find out who it is by snooping about in their cabins. But we've been told to go and snoop about in the cabins, so it's all okay. But thanks very much for bringing your community across, Pause. Really appreciate it. If you need to raid and run, if anybody else who's come across with you needs to raid and run, then please feel free to do so. I'm not going to hold anybody hostage here. However, if you do fancy watching a bit of an investigation, a bit of snooping about on board a cruise liner, then this is the very place that you should stay. So we'll jump back into the game. But as I say, if you need to go and do other bits and pieces, please feel free to do so. Right. We go across here. And we need to pick up.
Hello there. I have a spot just for you in the pantry.
Yes. Now we pick up that. Right, let's get rid of this first. I've forgotten where the pantry is. Not helpful. There we go. And then we can place wine glasses. Yes. Maybe we put the wine bottles, actually.
Better keep an eye out for unused trays.
Yes.
Passengers have a bad habit of leaving them lying around.
Where am I putting the bottles? I haven't seen a place where you put all the bottles down. Make beverage. Maybe that just disappears. We're all good. Right. Let's do that. Irene's telegram. Yes. Ooh, that needs to go to... Yeah, so we need to go to Irene's cabin. Word list. Maybe their names. Indeed, that sounds like... Yes. Soil science book. Italian postcard, yes. Grant's mom, yes. Found all this, did all that. Glass jar. Winemaking book. Crate boxes. Gianni's cabin. Soap. Train tickets, restaurant picture, restaurant sign, stack of cash, baby shoes, olive oil bottle, letter from relative, restaurant, candle, American newspaper, sugar packet. Okay, so we need to kind of collapse these so we can see what's going on. Financial newspaper, eulogy, letter from Fran's sister. So this is a bit weird. Francesca Santarelli must be the daughter, I think, of the guy that's died. Okay, Sophie, deep breaths. Let this be a lesson not to let your brain jump to wild conclusions. There was a rational explanation for everything in Grant's cabin. Thankfully, he was just trying to say, okay, that's fine. Because we thought there'd been a murder, but actually there hadn't been. Grant was just making red wine in his bath. Weird, I know, but not a crime. Well, not at this point in time. We may yet get to that. Is there anything in here? Okay. Okay. We're in here. What's this? Rylanol for quick treatment and relief, headaches, toothaches, muscle soreness, inflamed sinuses, arthritic pain. Just about everything then. Take a Rylanol and you'll be fine. Okay, don't need to clean the bath. Strange. I am absolutely telling you. that she's here by herself. Her husband is gone. Right, let's go. Golden Stag
I'm no
Cologne.
expert, but this definitely smells fruity.
Fruity. Okay. Okay, shut that. Oh, no, no, no. There we go. Yes, yes. Tidy up. Tidy up. Make the bed. If only it was this easy to just do this in the... Hello? There we go. Right, so we've done that. What's this?
Looks
Ooh.
like a torn up letter. Maybe I can find the other pieces around the room.
Yeah, we're good at doing this, Sophie. We're good at this.
I just need a few more pieces now.
Okay.
Aha! Found you.
Yes. Okay, let's get going with this. Oh, we're not getting to do it. Oh, we are. Hey! Kuru has now been showering for 50 minutes. Well, you see, Pissy, maybe not, because she did this the other night and forgot to come back. It was about an hour later, she just came back going, oh, I forgot to come back. Which, you know, that filled me with that. I was so happy to have heard that bit of information. That my presence for her was so unbelievably important that she just completely forgot that I existed. So, all right, let's do that. Yes, she's good with the puzzles as well. So, at least she didn't fall asleep. Well, but that's all right. That's acceptable. To be fair. That's why the new playlist is now on the YouTube, because people kept saying they really wanted me to fall. They wanted to fall asleep to me. See, there you go. Pause. Let me do this. New playlist across on the YouTube. That might be useful to you. I don't know. Maybe. Where's Straight Edge? Yeah, I've got a couple of them on there. So there'll be more coming. But I've said to the guys, I'd be really interested in feedback. You know, if you do happen to listen to any of it, I'd be really interested in getting some feedback in terms of if I should do anything different or do anything more or do anything less or... Because it's the first time I've done anything like it, so I kind of want to just learn from the first couple. Okay. Ooh. Mrs. Adams, while we don't know each other, I did know your husband, Ethan, quite well. I've debated sending this letter for years since the accident, but I couldn't find the courage until now. As Ethan's favourite saying goes, better late than never. Thanks, Pissy. Your husband kept a secret from much of the world, including you, regrettably. Ooh, see, I told you, saucy. Though likely a negligible comfort at this point, you should know that he did intend to tell you, and I'd say was even on the cusp of it before he was taken from us so suddenly. Perhaps you already knew or suspected, which would allow me some relief. I realise that by sharing his secret I risk compounding your grief, but know that that's far from my intention. I simply believe the woman who loved him all these years deserves to know the truth. Ethan was a loving man by all measures, but he saved his deepest expressions of love for the men in his life. Ooh, sadly I have to take off for a bit, taking the kiddo to a dentist appointment and some shopping. If I don't see you again, have a great day. Thank you, Rain, so much for being here. Really appreciate you dropping by. Hopefully the dentist goes well and then you get good shoppings. Thank you so much. Hello, Parto. How are you? Good morning. Good morning. Happy Monday morning. Boo. Right. Interesting. Now, does that mean he has unfortunately passed?
Mrs. Adams.
She's living with a ghost, but also with unfortunate news. We need to clean that up because we don't want her coming back and finding that we've been snooping about and found the letter. Okay. What's in here? Anything? Oh, bonjour. Right. So that's all nice and spick and span. I still haven't found any of the stuff. Maybe I should just take this. It's not like anybody's going to drink it. I can't pick that one up. Why can't I pick that up? Let's go. I've got a couple of keys here. Right, let's close that. Take this back. The hello, Nat. How are you? Now that's everyone awake. How are you, Nat? Have you had a lovely weekend? I saw you were playing League of Legos this morning. You're doing a bit of filling in here and there. Stupid games that should be good that aren't that great. A lot of filler, indeed. When's the next big one? Is it?
I didn't need anything.
Mrs. Santarelli, there's a telegram for you.
The best Halo. Yeah, I think I've played through them just once, but I think 2 seemed to resonate most with me.
Thanks.
Well, where's she going now? Does that mean we get in? And a few, yeah, it's like spiritual success at the bully. Yeah, I've seen a couple of previews of that. It'll be interesting. Hopefully it'll do good for you. Looking within. Okay. Wash away the stress, worry, and doubt in your life. Start living a life of fulfillment and confidence today. Tower Realty. Lucas site. Well, I hope so. It's supposed to be a 10-hour main story with plenty of side stuff. Cool. Call me anytime. Oh, okay. What is going on here? You can't wait to mow the lawn. A strange
Sydney
lady.
looks sweet here, unlike the scoundrel he played in the Wild Orchard. Ugh, Mom would fume whenever he was on screen.
Okay. Nothing in there. Have you had a good weekend, though, Nat?
I hope
Has it been
Mrs.
enjoyable?
Santarelli's neighbors don't mind the music she's been blasting.
Ooh. Lanolin hairspray, professional grade, luscious locks. Ooh.
This is a
Think you're just tired.
suspicious-looking chest if I've ever seen one.
Mm-hmm.
It's locked.
Oh.
With a 5-letter combination.
Okay. Yeah, weekend's been good. Not done a huge amount of anything really. I've got a new little project. Yesterday I fell asleep doing my makeup with all the lights on. My body is exhausted, it says. I'm not surprised, Nat. You never stop. I've got a new little project going on, which sorry for everybody in chat who I'm not spamming this deliberately, but chat has constantly said that I should do sort of sleep stuff, things to help people get to sleep. So I've started to do a bit of that
All black.
across on the YouTubes. Lull us to sleep. So yeah. I don't know whether that'll be any
know,
use to
I
you
could
at
see
all.
Beth in this, back in her modeling days.
Okay. But I'm just sort of trialing it at the moment, just seeing what people think. And if it's something that's, you know, people are interested in, you can't stay asleep. You ought to make. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. I remember that. It's because you're so busy. You just want to be keeping going and keeping going. Okay, we've got that. Ooh. Okay, sorry, that's that. Clean this.
Wine and a hot bath. God, I miss when Beth and I would.
Sorry for the squeaks.
Focus
What
on
the
your
hell's she
job,
been-
Sophie.
She's been getting in this bath with her boots on. What the hell? Can't get that messy in a bath. Surely to God. Okay, that's done. Okay. Right, let's go back down here. And then we've got this. Ooh. Okay, we need to put the towels down the chute as well. Okay. We've got 2 keys that we haven't used yet, which is interesting. Okay. Let's have a look in here. Clues. Headache pills. Perfume bottle. Torn letter. Okay, so we've done that. Self-help book. Business card. Hairspray. European chest. Black clothes. Fur coat. Chariot line flyer. Okay. So we've got that. We've got the characters. Francesco Santra has. I wonder what a relation to. Okay, Francesca's experiencing a heartbreak that no parent should have to go through. The loss of her own child. Okay, so Francesca is the mother of Bruno. It seems that her trip to Italy was the purpose of scattering her son's ashes. I can't imagine how hard that must have been. And Irene is the wife who nobody really likes. That's all I really know so far. Irene doesn't seem like the warmest of people at first glance, but I don't entirely blame her. From the looks of it, she's working through some familial tensions at the moment. The telegram I brought her revealed that her mother-in-law is contesting her husband's will. Nothing about that sounds easy or fun. I hope she can unwind even a little. If I think of anything that can help her, I'll let her know. So the mother-in-law and the wife are on the same ship, which isn't great. And then progress. What have we got? Right. Okay, so what's going on with these keys? That's what I want to know.
Now, who could the Orpheus's little thief be?
I don't know. I don't know. Now I found. Where are these keys? I can't actually get to. I honestly don't know. I can't think of anything that was locked that I need to get into other than that. Because this is the one where they had the stuff in here, and I got that open, so that's fine. Yeah, so one of those that had a key. So I got that sorted. Right, and then close that. So I don't think I'd need to be in this room. This one's done. 311. 309.
This is vacant. There's
Yeah,
no point
that's the
in snooping
vacant one.
around
There's
an
no
empty
point in
cabin.
being in there. Let's go back. There must be something in these two, I feel. That maybe we didn't get. Maybe I've missed something on the way around. Okay, so that doesn't seem to make there's nothing to unlock there. And then we've inspected that and we've cleaned that. Ooh. Oh. Okay, that's the bedroom. Okay, so that opens up from there. Okay, we can't get into any wardrobe there. Okay, so pick that up.
Mom took so many pills too. It was hard to keep count.
Yes. Okay, so lots and lots and lots of pills. But actually, nothing of use. Sorry, I'm just needing to go back through everything. I think I've missed something somewhere. That's the cologne. And there was nothing in there. So that's done. So where are these keys? That's the thing. I can't quite work out where they are. It was petty theft, but glanced around and it seems there's something pungent smell and mysterious stain the odd wouldn't please them. Yeah, okay, so that's not that. That's fine. Clues. Miltone pills. Yeah. So nothing new there. Sugar packet, soap bar, stack of cash. Right. So how am I getting into that? Okay, I can put these wine glasses back. And I've got Francesca's lighter, which I'd like to put back into the staff quarters, but I don't remember.
I can't leave yet. Not until I found
I can't
all
remember how
of
to
the
get
stolen
back to the
objects.
staff quarters, if I'm entirely honest.
I should stick to my section. Plenty of work here.
Okay, so maybe I should go back in here. How am I getting into this? There's been nothing that's I haven't had any particular clues that would lead me to understand what that is. I don't think. Unless I've been a bit daft and just missed something somewhere. Today? Just because it's in heavy case letters. T-O. Is there a D? There isn't a D, so it's not that. Okay. Annoying. Okay.
I hope Mrs. Santorelli's
there's
neighbors
nothing
don't mind the
there.
music she's been blasting.
So.
If I don't find anything in here, maybe it's worth checking Francesca's cabin again.
Right. Okay. So Francesca's cabin, which I can't quite remember the number of, but there's the thing here. The manifest here will tell me. Francesca is 305. Okay, let's go. 305 is this way. 305. I know what it is. Coco! Let's go and do that. hopefully this works. C-O-C-C. Oh. Hey, I smart. Ooh, here's everybody's gear.
Gary had mentioned wallets going missing. I bet this is one of them.
While just falling short of a medal, Canada's Claudia Strong made a strong finish at the final alpine skiing event at Axemer Lyceum in the past Saturday. Leaving judges and the public in awe, Strong made her home country proud and distinguished herself as having a bright future as an alpine skier. Strong professed her love for the sport and congratulated her competitors, but made it clear that we will be seeing her at the 1968 Olympics. Okay, what's this? Ooh, a watch. Better late than never. Okay. So that's from Mrs. Adams. And this is from
Caleb's
our
rosary.
man, Caleb's rosary.
What are you?
Oh.
Mrs. Santorelli, wait, why did you steal all of this?
Oh, God.
Oh,
Oh, God.
I'm
Oh,
sorry.
God.
I didn't mean to. Are you all right? Is there anything I can do? Would you like something to drink, maybe?
Oh, that's the last thing she needs.
Well, a black coffee would be nice. Yes.
I'll be right back. Just give me a moment.
Don't leave her alone. She'll run away. I don't suppose she could run terribly far. She's on a ship. There's at least that.
One coffee for Irene.
One coffee for Irene. Okay, let's go.
Poor Irene. I hope a warm drink will soothe her.
Now, she'll say
least a
I
bit.
turned into a raving klepto through grief. I've been under so much pressure. Okay.
Thank you.
Right, let's see what she's got to say for herself.
Mrs. Santorelli, I don't want to get you in trouble. I'd just like to understand what happened. Please.
I'm afraid it's not a particularly cheerful story. Bruno, my husband, was diagnosed with cancer over a year ago. Terminal. Nothing to be done. The doctors told us he only had a few weeks left to live, but he's always been strong. He passed away only 3 weeks ago.
I'm sorry.
I took care of him for all those months. I wanted to be there, of course. I loved him, but it was so stressful, so draining. During that whole time, I barely went out. I had no social life, spoke to no one but nurses and doctors. The only time I could escape, just for a few minutes, was when he'd be resting and I'd flip through a gossip magazine. But after a while, even that wasn't enough.
I understand. I took care of my mother for many years. Her illness wasn't physical, but still, it was incredibly taxing. It felt like this dark cloud over me. And the worse she got, the more it seemed like I'd never see the sun again.
Yes, exactly. That's when I started having this impulse to steal. I didn't need any of the objects I stole. I barely registered what I was taking, but I just couldn't resist. I thought it would get better once Bruno was gone, but if anything, it only got worse. I mean, the stress of figuring out the succession, what to do with the house, this trip, and of course, my mother-in-law treating me like a criminal, contesting my husband's will.
What happened? Why would she do that?
She thinks I'm not grieving enough. But
A
I've
what?
had over a year to prepare for Bruno's death, to grieve in advance. It's not my fault she decided to stick her head in the sand and refuse to face the inevitable.
Okay.
And now, because I don't spend every waking hour crying my eyes out, she thinks I never even loved him. She thinks I'm some kind of black widow who only married him for his money.
We all grieve at a different pace. It's a shame that your mother-in-law can't see that.
Oh, don't be taking sides
Yeah,
now.
Well, if I had to be charitable, which I very rarely am, I'd say she's blinded by her own grief.
Hmm.
Anyway, thank you for listening to me. And I'm sorry for all the trouble my little habit must have caused.
Okay. Maybe you could talk to Mrs. Adams.
If you'd like having someone to talk to, I've noticed some similarities between you and another one of
Okay.
our passengers. Mrs. Adams, from room 307. She also lost her husband, and she seems quite the fan of celebrity gossip, too. I was thinking that maybe you two could keep each other company.
Oh.
Okay.
I don't know her.
I believe she's in the lounge right now.
Yeah,
if
go and have a
you'd like to
baby.
join her.
Thank you.
Is there no way to patch things up with your mother-in-law?
Oh, that ship sailed long ago. Things weren't exactly peachy before Bruno's death either. She resented me, blamed me for not bearing him a child. She accused me of cheating on him because I dared have coffee with another man.
I mean, coffee. Shameless.
Oh no, I never
Shameless,
stood a
I
chance.
say.
She made up her mind about me the moment I stole her precious son from her.
I see what you mean. Is it okay with you if I return these 3 items? Their owners would probably like to
I
get
mean,
them
she could
back.
give.
Yes.
She could give the watch
Yes, of
back to
course.
Mrs. Adams herself.
There's one more actually.
Hilariously. Oh, hi. Oh,
Spinning top.
yes, this is our man's.
I wanted to return them, but I've been nabbing things that were left lying around on tables and such. I have no idea who they belong to.
It's all right. I'll figure it out. Just, if you can, try to be more careful in the future, okay? If you
Yes.
can't resist the impulse, at least try to pay attention to whose things you're taking.
I will. Thank you.
Sophie.
Thank you, Sophie.
Now,
Right.
let's get these items back to their rightful owners.
Okay.
Then I can give Caleb his rosary back.
I wonder why I've got these keys. Broken watch is definitely from Mr. Adams, or for Mrs. Adams. The spinning top is for a racing guy, Grant Hudson. The old wallet. I wonder who that's from. Gianni's? And then, yeah, okay. And Caleb's rosary. So we should be okay from that point of view. It's a long story. I didn't remember who, but I think it should be okay. I'll go back to the break room and give Caleb his rosary. Nice. Right, let's go. Pick up. We've got to be tidy, even when we're dealing with. Can we not put that away? Right, let's close that. How do we get out again? Let's go here. And put the coffee cup. Oh, that's not where we were going. Coffee cup over here. Nice. There must be a coffee cup I've not picked up somewhere. Right, let's go back to Grant's room and put his spinning top beside his keychain. Oh, where was it? Ooh, I've now. Where the hell was that? Or was it in here? No. Okay. Is there a place to just put it down somewhere then? I presume there's a table or something we can just rest it on. Okay, yeah. Place watch, place old wallet, place the spinning top. Right, we've done that, so we can now close that. That's where we've been, so we don't need to worry about that. Mrs. Adams is in here. Place the watch or place the... Okay, place the watch. And then... That's not where that goes. So it must be down here. No. Where do we put this? Here.
That
Hey.
should be everything. Now all that's left is Caleb's rosary. He'll be done his shift soon. I can wait for him in the break room.
Yes. Now, this would all be great. Meeting him in the break room. If I remembered where the break room was.
I managed to find the stolen objects without too much of a hassle. Now I should get them back to their owners' rooms.
Here?
I should stick to my section.
Okay.
Plenty of work
How
here.
do I get back to the break room? Yeah, return to break room. Okay. 7% of a menace, Lily. My good grief. There it is. Oh, I have to put Francesca's lighter back in her locker as well. At some point. Where is Caleb? Is she having some sort of existential crisis? When the time is right. Uh-oh. Is this a letter from her mom? Oh, this might not be the right time, but... Mind you, I suppose she's had a bit of a chat with
It's time, Sophie.
a couple of ladies. Right, let me... where's Francesca? Francesca. Or was it Jessica? Teresa? I've forgotten who's... It must have been Teresa. Place the lighter. There
There
we
you go, Teresa. I don't want to encourage your smoking, but I don't want you stressing out either.
Right. Ooh, can we have a look in here? Ooh, what's in here?
Aw, Caleb.
Oh, we're
You
getting a
didn't
present.
have to. I should put it back and pretend I never saw it.
Yes.
Mom hated when I found my present.
And we're rolling.
Should I start?
Yeah, let's go from the top.
Okay.
Just play like you normally would.
We get to hear
I'll
our
count you
own
in.
piano playing.
And a 1, 2, 3, 4.
Well, maybe we should... Maybe we shouldn't have done that until we read the letter.
All right, not bad. I'm hearing an improvement.
You're too generous, Caleb. That was awful, and you know it.
And you're too hard on yourself, Sophie. You're really getting the hang of it. Hell, you learn faster than most.
We are a
Soon
musical
you'll be able to
prodigy.
Put on a performance for, what was her name again?
What was her name again?
Yeah, I can't wait to surprise her. Maybe she'll let me play for the people at her bar.
Maybe.
Let you? I'm sure she'll be honored to spotlight such an up-and-coming talent. Oops. Let me switch this off. We don't want to listen to hours of us gabbing away.
That must have been quite expensive in 1968. Is it 68? Oh, hang on a minute. Wait. Who's this? Well, we can't... can we examine? Yes.
This must be Caleb with his mom and grandpa. They look so close knit.
Uh-huh. Mary Louise, Rupert and Caleb. Easter Sunday, 1953, St. Anne's Church picnic. Nice. Okay, right, now we can close that. And then we can get to our locker. And then, now is the time. Is the time?
I should sit down for this.
Yes. Okay. Right. What's Mom said? Excuse me. I'm hoping it's Mom and not some nasty letter from Beth. Please don't be. Please don't let Beth have said something. Okay. Big letter. Okay, Sophie, ma chérie. Believe it or not, I woke up before dawn today. It's been so long since I've sat out on the balcony in the quiet of the morning, alone, unbothered, before even that creepy Mr. Bélanger is awake. Tant mieux. I can relax without him staring at me from the other balcony. I know you insist that he's harmless, but why would a man living alone hang out so many clothes to dry? They can't all be his. Anyway, I refilled the bird feeder and a few curious robins joined me as I had my morning tea. I'd forgotten how calm the mind gets when you watch the sunrise. I feel like myself again, but I'm well aware that these moments go as quickly as they come. With my heart in the condition it's in, I don't want to take any chances. So I'm writing this out now, before the clouds return. I hope that if you're reading this, it provides you with comfort in the wake of my passing, or perhaps you got your hands on it beforehand. You've always been so good at finding my hiding spots. How many Decembers did I spend moving your Christmas gifts from one closet to the next, trying in vain to keep them out of your grasp? I know that I've been spending more and more of my days in a haze, and I know that I've often pretended that wasn't the case. But what mother wants to admit that she's become dependent on her one and only daughter? I can still hear your grandmaman's voice as she told your Aunt Giselle and me, I'm so lucky to have daughters who will take care of me when I'm old and grey. Oh, how I loathe the thought of such a life. I swore I'd never, ever put that on my own children. However, life had other plans, so it goes. I confess shamefully that I now understand Grandmaman's perspective. I can't help but feel incredibly lucky to have been in your care. That said, please know that I see the way you rub your eyes after a long workday, humouring me with your sweetness and patience. I hear you try to hide your disappointment as you find excuses to stay in with me instead of going out. I notice how you keep things from me, borrowing the newspaper or turning down the radio whenever there's talk of war. It's sweet, the way you go out of your way to protect me, but you must be so tired, Sophie. I can only hope that by this point you haven't lost too much time. My world has, regrettably, shrunk down to the walls of our apartment. Promise me you won't let yours shrink too, that you'll allow yourself to enjoy all that this life has to offer. A parent should never be what keeps their child from following their dreams. I'm afraid the guilt of having been that for you for so long will surely follow me into my next life. I'm deeply sorry, ma belle. Thank you for bringing Beth around the apartment, and I apologise for anything untoward that I may have said in her presence. I'm glad you have such a good friend in her. I've noticed how she makes you laugh. Haven't heard that kind of laughter out of you since you were tout petit. Friends like that become harder and harder to find as you grow older. Hold on to her. Keep laughing together. Try and visit whenever you can. I've arranged it so that I'll be buried next to Grandmaman's, not far from that beautiful red oak, if they haven't cut it down by then. I'll surely need updates on the goings-on of Orson and Camilla and the rest of the Wild Orchard crew. I doubt I'll be getting Channel 3 where I'm going. Je t'aime, mon ange. Josephine Roy, Maman. Oh, that's terrible. A lovely letter, but still awful. Okay.
Oh.
Here he is.
Hi, Caleb.
Hey, Sophie. I suppose you weren't able to find my rosary, huh?
Yes, we did.
Actually,
Actually, here it is.
Oh. Thank you, Sophie. Really.
You're welcome.
I was resigning myself to the idea I'd never see it again. But here it is, back in my hands. You really turned my day around.
I didn't want
I
to
know
let you
the
down.
thief had to be caught for everyone's sake, but honestly, you've always been here for me since I set foot on the Orpheus. I really didn't want to let you down, Caleb.
I should have known you wouldn't. I really can't thank you enough, Sophie. I mean, I know it's silly to care so much about something of so little value, but I really would have missed this.
I don't think it's silly. My mom died recently, and she left me this. She had it for so long, I can't remember her not wearing it. It's probably only worth a few dollars, but losing it would feel like losing a part of her, you know?
Mm-hmm.
You said the rosary was a gift from your mom. Did she pass away too?
Oh, no. She's still very much alive. It's, well, believe it or not, being a cruise ship musician wasn't exactly my career plan. I had other dreams, but things didn't work out. And I was so lost, so angry for years. Then my mom gave me this. It used to belong to my granddad. It reminded me, still reminds me every day, of the kind of man he was and the kind of man I aspire to be. It helped me find my faith again. My faith in God, sure, but more importantly in myself and in others. There are some pretty horrible people out there. And now I choose to focus on the good ones. Such as yourself, Sophie Roy.
I'm
Thank you
glad
for
you told me.
sharing this story with me.
I'm sorry if this was a little heavy.
No, you can always talk to me about anything. We all have difficult times. It's easier to get through them if we have someone to talk to.
You're right. Thank you for being such a good listener.
Here's our man, Gary. Hello, Gary. Gary?
Ah, Sophie. Come in.
I have
So
snooped
I've heard you've solved our little mystery.
to the best of my abilities.
I did.
Well, tell me.
It's not that type of game, Bacon. It really isn't that type of game. It's perfunctory, basically. It's not supposed to be anywhere near lip synced or whatever. Well, tell me, who's the thief? Right. I'm going to say I'd rather keep it to myself.
If you don't mind, I'd rather keep that information to myself.
What? Why?
I don't want the thief to get in trouble. They didn't have any bad intentions. And they told me they'd make sure it doesn't happen again.
Now, Gary's a good boss.
Well,
Good boy.
you've proven I can trust
Good lad,
you, so
Gary.
I'll take your word for it.
Thank you.
No, thank you, Sophie. I just spoke to Caleb. He was so happy to get his rosary back.
Yes. It sounds like it means quite a lot to him.
And he means quite a lot to me. He's a good guy who's been dealt a pretty shitty hand. I'm glad this story has a happy ending for him.
Me too.
Speaking of happy endings, tell me, how does Sophie Roy, head stewardess, sound to you?
Head stewardess?
Ooh,
You mean...
I'm getting a
The position's been
promotion
vacant for quite some
after
time.
a month.
I was waiting for the right candidate, and I think I found her. You've handled our little predicament brilliantly. Everyone got their items back. There was no scandal. I didn't get yelled at by the cruise line. I really couldn't have hoped for a better outcome. And that's all thanks to you.
Hey!
What do you say?
Yatta!
Well, I'm not sure I'm qualified. I mean, I've never managed people before.
I know how you feel. I was pretty terrified the first time I had people looking up to me, waiting for me to guide them. I thought, how the hell can I tell them what to do when I don't even know what I'm doing? But the trick is to do it anyway, you know? And after a while, you realize you do actually know what you're doing.
Yeah, I guess that's true.
Hmm.
This would be more of a long-term position, right?
That's the idea, yes.
Okay.
That would be a long time away from my partner.
Ah, well, yes. One of the drawbacks of our glamorous seabound profession, I'm afraid. It's not impossible to navigate, though. Between cruises, you'll still have plenty of time
It
to
is,
spend at
Bacon,
home.
yeah.
That's
It's a
true.
standalone chapter,
It's just
but it
we've
features
both
Sophie,
been so
obviously.
busy. It's been hard to find time to be together at all lately.
In that case, maybe he'll want to come aboard for a little holiday sometime. I'm sure we can work out a discounted price.
I'm sure it can work out
Yeah.
a discounted price. Great,
Yeah,
Gary,
that would be
great.
nice.
So, can I count on you?
I was going to have to be.
All
I'll do
right.
it.
I'll do it.
Excellent. You'll do a wonderful job. I just know it.
Thank you. It's funny. I came to work on this ship just to get away from Montreal for a
Hey! It's all worked out for the
No.
best.
while. Now I'm thinking this is exactly what I needed all along.
She's way out of his league.
Oh, I agree. A soap
They're having a
opera
good
actor?
goss.
No. She deserves an A-lister.
I always thought there might be something between her and Elvis, but
Oh, finally someone gets it. Everyone told me I was crazy.
Best buds. Caleb's plinky plonking away.
Yes. Most of us embarked on this journey without really knowing where it would lead us. But I guess there's something about the ocean air that just makes everything clearer. Hmm?
Yeah, there is.
Oh, I'm a little sad that we're not going to see any more Sophie. We spent all week with her, and now we're not going to have any more time with her. I'm sad. What a bummer. Very good. Very, very good. Enjoyed that. Just enough. Didn't outstay its welcome. Did the thing. Gave us a little more time with Sophie. Gave us a little bit more about the history, the background. Told us a bit more about the future. Very good. Good. Right. Let's zip forward if we can. Don't want to just jump away completely, but we'll let everybody get their name shoot past. There we go. Did they have some more plans? I don't know, Bacon. Basically, I think it was because of the fans of the first game that they got the opportunity to make this. So I think it was just a kind of, when are we going to see? So they, it's 2 years since the original released. I don't think that at the time they released the original, they had any plans to do a DLC, but I think that the audience reaction was so overwhelming to find out more about Sophie's story that they made the DLC off the back of that. So I don't know. But yeah, I mean, absolutely amazing. I have loved everything about those games. And as I say, for the longest time, I sat and looked at this bed we made. Ooh, okay. Is this for Beth? Yes. Okay.
Sophie speaking.
Uh-huh.
Hey, Bean.
Oh.
Beth, are you okay?
It's all gone to shit. I think I'm done, Sophie.
Come on,
I
Beth.
hate to do this, but I need your help.
We're going to get a sequence. Nah, I can't even speak. Can we get a sequel when they're on the ship together? Oh, yeah. That's interesting. That was a proper mic drop at the end there. That was so good. I love it. That was very, very, very good right at the end there. Great. Right, we'll do that. And then we'll jump back here. We can put that off and we can put this on. So yes, very interesting. It's always like, yeah, absolutely. I'm really hoping off the back of that we are going to get a sequel now. That would be brilliant. Yeah, as I was saying, for the longest time. Goodbye, I'm off to work. Thank you, Parto, for dropping by. Really appreciate you. Hopefully work is good. Monday morning, never the best, but hopefully you can navigate it without any problems or pressures. Yeah, I kept looking at this bed we made on Steam. It was one of the games that as soon as it came out, I was thinking, oh, I could quite fancy that. Monday morning and raining, boo. But I just never quite got round to playing it. And then every time it went on sale, it never got just quite enough of a discount that I was going to jump into it. So I am super, super glad that A, I didn't get spoiled on any of it, and B, that it actually turned out to be as good as I was hoping for. And I think that DLC was just absolutely hit the sweet spot for me. It gave, just as I say, just enough more of the story, a couple of hours there, to let you get your teeth back into it. And if we're going to get a sequel, that would be so much fun. With the two of them on the ship off on an island or whatever together. That'd be brilliant. So, again, thank you to Press Engine and to Low Birth Studio for gifting me a key. Really appreciate that. Always brilliant when you get that level of support, even as a small streamer. So thank you, thank you, thank you. And yeah, 2 hours 43 minutes. I don't think we'll do anything else tonight. I think I'll probably, because it's Sunday night, and work in the morning. I don't think I would start anything else tonight. So, with that in mind, let's stop that. Did that stop? Is it gone? Stopped? Yes, yes. Let's do this then. And then we can do this. Okay, so 2 3/4 hours. Shorter stream, certainly. Average viewers of 13, peak viewers of 25. Twitch has been Twitch again tonight, I have to say. I'm looking at my the list of people who are in chat, and it's been sitting around about 24, 25 for the entire, well, since Pause dropped by. So for the last hour and a bit, it's been sitting about 25 people, but it's only counting 16, which is really strange. But Twitch does this every now and again where it just decides that it's not going to help out at all. It's a bit of a pain. 14 rated viewers came in. We had Jet stealing everything for the prediction with his 1 point bet. And Kuwu, we're still going to say either that's just drowned. But Kuwu wins top yapper anyway. She still manages to nick it, not having been here for about 2/3 of the stream. I don't think Twitch does. I think there's so much misinformation baking about what does and doesn't count. Most of it is incorrect. I think every now and again it just does something that it doesn't count everything. It's been a long time since I've seen that level of miscounting, let's say. So yeah, bit weird. However, not a problem. I enjoyed the game. I've enjoyed the series. It's been great fun. Let's do a quick shimmy over to the bingo. We didn't have a founder or banshee in chat. Didn't new follower, sub, resub. None of that. None of that. I think it's going to be a very slim bingo card tonight. A momentary confusion there, I'll call that. Pardon me. I did talk about the weekly schedule. I'll talk about it again in a second. Oh God, itchy. Right, let's go. We'll definitely have done that. Keyboard and mouse, yes. No, there's none of that. Nobody was over 90%. Okay, well, we're kind of puzzling. I'll give you that one. Right. Right. Okay. It's going to be difficult for me. What game do you plan on streaming next? Probably I'm going to go back to Dive or Die, Children of Rain. We played that last week. I was fortunate enough to get a key for that from Guillotine PR. And I went into it with quite honestly, I went into it with a little bit of trepidation because it was described to me. It was the art style that attracted me to it. But it was described to me as Dave the Diver blended with Dredge, blended with Darkest Dungeon. So I kind of went into it thinking I am not 100% sure if I'm going to really enjoy this. And within about half an hour, 45 minutes, I was entirely hooked on it. The only issue I had with it was probably about 2 and a bit hours into the stream, the Steam overlay for my controller kicked in and just absolutely nuked my controller. I could not use it. It would not connect back onto the game. And of course, as usual, while you're streaming, your brain doesn't immediately think of the most obvious thing as to why that might have happened. So I was swapping controllers. To me, it is bacon because I have very poor mouse and keyboard control. And there's a certain degree of fidelity you need when you're in the water. And I was just not getting it when I was in the water. And the thing is that you can't afford to make mistakes because there's things in the water that you might not be completely aware of that you need to move very quickly and very accurately away from. And B, there is a possibility that you can get stuck under the water, or you've dived too deeply and your oxygen's going to run out and you're not going to get to the surface in time. In those cases, a la Darkest Dungeon, if your diver gets killed, that's it. They're dead. They're not coming back. And you could have spent quite a bit of time building them up and putting points into their skill tree or whatever, and bumping it up and bumping up and bumping up, and then find that they're dead, and you need to start with somebody completely new, which is a bit of a bummer. So I didn't want to start messing about with trying to learn how to play with the keyboard, as I'd already played for almost 3 hours of the game and had got into a bit of a rhythm with the controller. To me, it feels better with the controller, but then that's very much, if you normally play with a controller, I think it'll feel better with the controller. If you normally play mouse and keyboard, it's probably going to play better that way. I just normally play with a controller, but I thoroughly enjoyed it, and I was really quite annoyed at the end of the stream when I literally couldn't get. I'd come out of the game, I'd relaunched it, I'd tried to play about with the settings. There's very few settings that it could have been. I'd swapped controllers, I'd tried 3 different controllers, just was not working. And then it was the next day I suddenly thought, you know what I think it might be? It might be that the Steam overlay has jumped over the top of the basic controls. And as soon as I disabled the Steam overlay, everything started working again. So given I've done about 2.5, almost 3 hours of the game, which is still a long way from finishing the first run, And I was getting so into it. I think I'm going to play that on Tuesday night, give it another shot. And then after that, I'm not 100% sure. As I was saying, I've got a couple of games that I quite fancy having a look at. Deer and Boy looks really interesting in a Planet of Lana inside limbo type of way. And Lacuna is a game that I got from a giveaway, which is a kind of cyberpunk pixel art action adventure type thing. It looks pretty cool. It's side scrolling, so I quite fancy having a look at that. But yeah, plenty of games as ever, and I do, as I say, I've got a couple of applications out to get keys from various PRs or devs, so we'll see what comes back there. Deer and Boy reminds you of Oxenfree. I suppose that the art style is vaguely similar, but the gameplay is very Planet of Lana or Inside. You or Little Nightmares. You're moving through the environment in 2D plane and just solving environmental puzzles to overcome obstacles. So it's something that's been done a few times before. I don't think it's like entirely unique, but I love the art style of it. So I hope it's not like Oxenfree, because I did not enjoy Oxenfree at all. I got to the end of it, I finished it, but hot take, I am one of the probably the few people in the world that did not enjoy Oxenfree. I thought it was quite poorly written, which is the thing that everybody else loves about it. But I didn't enjoy it from that point of view. I also want to play the Skin Stapler, which has been doing the rounds of every horror creator that I know, and some of the bigger creators as well. I had hoped to get a key for that one. I didn't get it this time round, but it's fine. I'll potentially buy that one myself, because I do like Michael's games. Having played Flesh Made Fear and the others on stream. So yeah, plenty of games. The one thing that there's never any concern about is finding the next game. It's just picking one that I'm absolutely going to vibe with. I've been on a bit of a generational run with that though, because I absolutely Forbidden Solitaire, I just locked in so hard on. I loved that game. It was really, really, really good. And then I came off the back of that into Dive or Die, which I was getting into, and obviously, couldn't finish because of the controller situation, or couldn't keep going with. And then I jumped into This Bed We Made. So I've been having a great time with the games I've played on stream recently. So hopefully I can keep that going for the foreseeable. But I'll have a look about, as I say. Yeah, so other than that, I'll just plug everything once more. If you want to see some games that I will not, I'm not going to play the demos on stream. So if you want to see YouTube exclusive content, go across to there on Death Does Demos, and you will see some good stuff. As I say, the ones that went up last week, Forbidden Solitaire devs are wonderful. They have so many weird fun. Yeah, absolutely. And I just absolutely loved Forbidden Solitaire. It was great. Across there last week, I put up Dark Lessons, which has got a wonderful art style. And I quite enjoyed solving the puzzles on the way through. It's intriguing me, that one. I think that's going to be quite fun when it comes out fully. Slain 2, which was an absolute blast. Pissy, you might really enjoy the music in Slain 2. There's very few games that come out that are full-on power metal, but that was absolutely banging. The fun thing is, when you get to the end of a level, it actually prompts you to headbang, which is insanely good. So the demo's across there at the moment. It's about 20 minutes long. It's a brutal sort of hack and slash 2D ARPG type thing. Although I don't think you're not putting points into it. You're just literally 2D hack and slash, loads of blood, pixely. It's all pixel art. Lovely looking environments, very sort of spooky looking environments. Incredible soundtrack. And the ability to headbang at the end of a level. What more could you ask for? And then the one that I really want people to go and have a look at is a game called The Road of Dust and Ruin. Sorry, I keep saying ruin. The Road of Dust and Sorrow. It's going to be a really cool pixel art 2D survival horror, which those are words that don't normally go together. But it's the art style is really cool. And it plays so well. I can't wait to play this game. I'm going to play the whole thing from start to finish, probably on stream. I loved playing the demo. It was so much fun. Unfortunately, it's not picking up much traction across there at the moment. So go and have a look at it and see what you think. I think the art style is fantastic. And that's what really attracts me to a lot of the games that I end up playing over there. So we've got that, and also new venture, new idea. If you have trouble sleeping, I've started to make a playlist of short stories, which I'm narrating, which are all in the public domain. So these will all be M.R. James, Edgar Allan Poe, H.P. Lovecraft, and the like. And then I've set them against the audio backdrop of a crackling fire with rain and low thunder. And the whole exercise is really designed for people who have trouble sleeping. You can just stick that on in your headphones and hear the fire, the rain, the low rumble of thunder, and my voice droning in your ear, and you might actually fall asleep reasonably quickly. So go and have a look at that and see what you think. I am going to put another few stories up there. But as I say, if anybody does end up going across there and listening to them, either drop me a line on Discord or stick a comment on the bottom of the video, or tell me next time you're in stream, because I really just want some feedback on it in terms of, is it, is the balance right between the fire and the rain against my voice? I kind of think it is, but then I've listened to it so many times now that I'm not 100% sure whether I'm being objective about it. So if anybody does it, yeah, I'd really appreciate some feedback on it. I love a good Edgar Allan Poe story. Yeah, it's it's The Mask of the Red Death that I've put up there at the moment. So, and the M.R. James story is very good as well. The Mezzotint. It's kind of creepy. I'll leave you with that one. The Mezzotint. It's kind of creepy. It's more the thought of what's been described. It's not particularly in your face with it, but it's when you start thinking about it, you're like, ooh, that's not good. Will it scare Lily away? But this is the thing. I did actually think when I was like halfway through reading The Mask of the Red Death today, I thought, are people going to actually listen to this to go to sleep? Because they're all kind of weird, kind of spooky, kind of scary stories. Maybe it'll end up actually doing the opposite, and people will be lying, staring at the ceiling, thinking, I can't go to sleep, I can't go to sleep, I can't go to sleep. But yeah, as I say, there's a couple up there at the moment. I will put another 2 or 3 up there, so there's probably going to be about 5 in a playlist. I have to be careful about what I'm putting up there, Pissy, because believe it or not, if you read a book that isn't in the public domain, you can get hit with a copyright strike, the same as if you put music on there that's copywritten. You can get DMCA'd by it. So you need to be very careful at what you're putting on the recording. So yeah, my selection at the moment has been, thankfully, a lot of Edgar Allan Poe, H.P. Lovecraft, M.R. James, and the like. All their stories are in the public domain now. There's no copyright on them, so weird as it might be, but you can. So I'm quite clear to read those and make a recording of them. So anyway, without straining the point, Lily never sleeps. I wish that were true. Lily never gets out of bed, man. So anyway, let us go and see. If nobody's going to win bingo, I will go across and see who's streaming right now. And we will see if we can go and do a little raid for somebody. And I know Totsy's on, and she's playing the skin stapler, so Who else is kicking around? Just having a quick look. Kyle is playing with. That could be quite funny, actually. I just don't like Repo. Yeah, let's go and say hello to Totsi. It's Sunday night. It's one of those. It's becoming a staple to go across and speak to Totsi on a Sunday night. She's playing Skin Stapler, so I won't be able to stay for long because I do actually want to see the game. But let's jump across and say hello. I would have gone to see Kyle and Stocky if they'd been playing anything other than Repo, because I really just don't enjoy Repo at all. So let's do that. Oh, 66 people across there. Crazy. Totsi's fairly getting. Oh, Totsi's fairly getting the numbers in there at the moment. Oh, they've just gone past the. They've just gone past the hot dog eating bit. 120 stream streak, Baseman. Thank you so much for being here. That's crazy work. 120 streams and he's spoken in 3 of them. And in all 3, won the biggest chatter award. So let's go. We can do that and we can do that. Why have I not done that? Let's do this and let's do that. And let's go and say hello to Totsi and crew. As I say, they've just gone past the element, the bit where where that awful hot dog eating competition is in the store. I will be back probably on Tuesday night, and we will play some Dive or Die Children of Rain at that point, and then I'll have a look about and see what I want to play after that. It may well be the Skin Stapler that we play at the. I'd be as well to ride the coattails of that, wouldn't I? I think that will probably take me a couple of streams. I think it's only about 4 hours long, but by the time I've yapped and played Scrandle and done all the other bits and pieces, and got lost a few times probably, it's going to take me to get a couple of streams to get through it. So that might be the next move after that. But let's go and say hi to Totsi. Have a good Monday, and I'll see you on Tuesday. See you later. Bye.
It was creative. Yo, Deathy! Deathy with the raid. Welcome in, y'all. How are you guys doing? Hello, hello. Hello, hello. Give dog. Death. I'll give you all the hot dogs you want. Welcome in. Thank you.